I understood that reference.
What's going on, Legionnaires? This is Legion of Creators, episode 54, and today is March 17th, 2026.
It's St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah!
St. Patty's Day.
Fortunately, you guys can all pinch me. I'm not wearing green. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, you can't.
We gotta beat
Once I
you
got
up.
green, I'm okay.
Okay.
Good.
I'm not wearing green. So.
I had to throw some green on. So I'm Luke.
I'm Kenna.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Joe, aka Captain Multiverse, you know.
All right. And we're just give you a quick rundown of what the episode's going to be about. We got some Marvel talk, Spider-Man trailers dropping tomorrow. Some Daredevil reviews have come out. There's some Rivals updates too. White Fox is getting added to the game. We're getting season 7, and few other things. War Machine, Darth Maul trailer dropped. Kenneth's going to talk about Beast Stars and Iron Lung. I'm going to talk about Toxic Commando. Chris has got some One Punch Man. And Kenneth's going to talk Pragmata a little bit too. And, whatever falls into place along the way, that'll probably happen. So, without further ado, let's jive. Let's dive into it.
Legion of Creators.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
What's going on? I switched my angle up. So, yeah, I didn't like that other one. How you guys doing? How was your week?
Doing good.
Yeah, it's been cool.
Just chilling.
It's cool.
Other than it being busy at the airport, it's been good.
Yeah, all the canceled flights and stuff, and wonderful snowstorms, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, all the fun.
That's good.
But I'm glad I'm home at least for one more day, chilling with my peeps, making content. Watched two pretty great movies this week so far, so I'm off for the start. Got some pretty good trailers to talk about. You know, it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, today was a good day. That's what you can play at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Ice
that's
Cube.
true.
You guys excited? We got Spider-Man trailer tomorrow.
Yeah, finally.
I'm gonna be live. At 6 a.m. Let's go. Right before work, I get to start my work day watching some Spider-Man.
There you go. Lego Batman moved a week. Meh.
Interesting.
Whatever.
Whatever about Lego Batman, right? No, it finally. I can't believe it. We're actually getting a Spider-Man trailer because we've been talking about it.
We've been crying about it.
I know. It's like, wow.
Well, just wait till we get into the predictions, because I got some spicy
Would you guys
predictions.
hate it if the trailer was just a nothing burger?
Oh, could you imagine? Could you actually imagine if that was it?
Honestly,
we're going to
like,
talk about it.
it's
We're going to talk about it
Spider-Man, and then that's it.
We're going to talk about it underground.
Supergirl was a nothing burger of a trailer, to be honest. Like,
hey.
Yeah. No, I mean, we had Lobo and a little bit in there, but it was like so
was like a teaser.
Underwhelming. Yeah, I know, but it's almost like I feel the opposite. Like Superman had this amazing teaser that made people think it was going to be so good, right? And then Superman was good. It was definitely good, but I don't think it was as amazing as the trailer was leading me to believe.
Portrayed out to be,
right. And I think that Supergirl is going to be the other case where it's like the teaser isn't really all that like great or like, compelling, but then I think the Supergirl movie is going to, I think it's going to be better than Superman personally.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's a lot darker as well. So
right.
It's going to be a lot more emotional, so I think that's definitely going to pay off a lot better.
Sure. Yeah, I think it could be really good. But yeah, let's dive into Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man.
All right, Spider-Man. We're getting the trailer tomorrow. There were some clips that dropped you guys did not see. I'll just summarize it for you guys. The suit, I gotta give the team props. This is the best Spider-Man suit that Tom Holland has
The
ever
suit
had.
does it. The only thing I can say about the suit is the web shooters. That's the only thing.
Well, what about the suit?
The web shooters. That's the only thing.
Oh, we haven't seen them yet, so they didn't really show that in the suit.
I kind of saw it, but like, yeah, it just looked a bit
what we've
too
heard,
big.
from what I've heard, this movie's going full practical with it. So I'm assuming they're going to be really good web shooters because the guy that they handed Spider-Man to this time is not like the last guy. He really actually knows Spider-Man. Like, even though his most recent claim to fame is making Shang-Chi, he's a big Spider-Man nerd. Like, when he got picked for this movie, he chose this movie over doing the canceled Avengers movie. Like, so, like, and then they were going to pick him for, I have a feeling they were going to pick him for another big movie, and he still chose this movie after doing Wonder Man, because he's like, yeah, this is the movie to do. So, he's pretty, so I'm jazzed for Spider-Man. Ever since this movie got announced, I've been hyped. I know people have you can feel out the way you want to feel about No Way Home, but every piece of news that has come out for this movie has only raised my excitement more, and I feel like it just. I know you feel iffy on that, Luke, because I know you're still not on board with the whole Jean Grey thing, but
no, not even just Jean Grey. I think there's way too many characters in this movie. I think there's way too many characters, like Jean Grey, Yelena, Scorpion, Punisher.
But that's the thing.
They got to figure it out. It's so many.
They got to figure it out, bro. That's the thing, though. So it's going to be the thing. Like, the reason there's so many characters is a lot of these characters are montage fodder. So some of these characters are going to be in there for like 5 minutes, maybe not even, and then they're gone. And then it's back to the main focus.
I hope. Also, what up, Exotic? Yeah, Dune 3, Spider-Man, New Day, Invincible, The Boys, Daredevil. There's so much superhero stuff coming out. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, we got all the goodies. We got all the goodies today, guys.
Summertime is going to be a good one.
Santa said I'm dropping by in March. Forget December.
It's funny, Jake, I was going to mention that too. Also, Tom Holland finally has raised webbing, right? Like, that's the only thing we saw about this movie for a really long time, right? Like, they announced that a while ago. We got that suit, a while ago. It's like, hey, raised webbing. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, cool. Me, I just want to see a good movie or a good story. I could live without the raised webbing or whatever, you know? That's cool, though. It is a cool touch, right? It's like the opposite of Green Lantern, right, where everybody's complaining about the green glow, right?
The green glow.
It's like, well, we have raised webbing, all right? So
I just want the best Spider-Man content since Spider-Man 2. That's what I want, and if we get that, I'll be happy.
Yeah. So what do you think? You said you got some crazy predictions, Joe. Oh,
for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna see the hand in this trailer. We're gonna see the hand. I know that for a fact.
I could see that.
I'm hoping because they've hyped me up enough, and I'm tired of being teased. I want to see a glimpse at these fight scenes because I'm tired of being told how amazing these fight scenes of this movie are going to be. Like, because Spider-Man in most of the movies is kind of he swings around, and he punches people, right? But they have said that this movie is gonna like Tom Holland in the MCU so far is like he's catching punches, he's kicking sometimes, he's doing some things. But they brought the Hong Kong stunt team to this movie that did Shang-Chi and stuff. I want to feel and see that. Like, I want to see Spider-Man catching hands from ninjas and throwing people into walls and doing... And
that would be really cool.
And for the love of God, this might be a high hope, but please, now that you're alone, you don't have Ned and MJ dragging you down, please quip Tom Holland. For the love of God, can you please quip? Like, that's all I want.
Yeah, some sassy Spider-Man.
Yeah, some funny bits in there.
Yeah. I know. That's what we've been missing.
Like, just imagine, just imagine he's fighting the hand. He's like, "Oh, did your mommy bring you those pajamas you're wearing?"
Right, something like that. I know. I'm kind of. I've said this before, but I'm sick of the like nervous Peter that Tom has been playing for like 5 movies now. And it's like, okay, you should be a little more confident, especially if you're in the Spider-Man suit.
And obviously, we're gonna see Punisher in this trailer. I'm hoping to get a glimpse at that banter. I want to see Peter rage baiting Frank, because part of the fun of Daredevil was, especially Daredevil season 2. If you watch the Netflix season, is the whole you're one bad day away from being me, right? So I want to feel, I kind of want to feel Spider-Man lay into Frank, and I want to see Frank kind of lay into Spider-Man a little bit. Would be like, if you did it like just imagine you do it my way, you would be like, your aunt would still be alive, but you could have killed that goblin. You could have brought him down. like I'm looking forward to that, but I just can't wait to see Punisher trying to kill people, and then Spider-Man just keeps weaping his guns away from him in the theater. And just like, how dare you? I need those.
No, that would be great. I'd love that. I feel like you're definitely going to get something like that too.
Yeah, for real.
One thing though that like it's not confirmed or anything, but I think would be really cool is, I mean, Daredevil's coming out right before Spider-Man. Like, it would be cool to see Spider-Man in Daredevil. Sure, I feel like that's less likely, but I feel like there might be a Defenders cameo in Spider-Man, or like Wilson Fisk reference at least, like being the mayor of New York. Like, there's got to be some kind of connection there, right?
I've heard rumors of Wilson Fisk like not appearing, but like on like a TV screen or something, like still referencing that the mayor of New York is still active. But I've also heard that, you know, speaking of Defenders characters, there is a report out here if it ends up being Blue. I don't think we'll see it in the trailer, because I think they're going to save the moment for the movie, which is that we know the Hulk is supposedly in this movie, and I think Spider-Man gets beat up real bad after all the complaints of Professor Hulk in Endgame and in She-Hulk. Unfortunately, I know Luke actually likes She-Hulk, but you know, whatever.
I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, but I
get why people are complaining about Hulk, but I mean that's kind of
people are complaining about they want Rage Hulk. They want big bad Rage Hulk again, and
Savage
sounds
Hulk
like they're gonna
is
get
what
it.
we
If
hear.
they get it, I think Peter's about to get really hurt, and I can see Frank like in the Civil War comic carrying him in the sewers and be like, "I gotta bring you to Claire. I got Claire Temple down here. She's gonna patch you up. She patched up all our vigilante buddies up here." I can see them doing that. I can see them bringing in Claire Temple, Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like Rosario Dawson in the Netflix series.
Yeah.
I hate Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka though.
That's fair. We're talking specifically just on the Marvel side of her roles, not her Star Wars side.
Yeah.
So
it's not her fault. I don't know.
I think on the Star Wars side of things.
Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka was fun in Mandalorian, but when it came to her own show, not so much.
But even in Mandalorian, like something about the like headdress thing, the like alien.
Oh, the hair, I thought
it felt so like a fan made it or something. It's like, this is all you got, Disney? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I like her as Ahsoka, but I feel like the way they're just writing her is just like
I know nothing. I don't think anything will compare to how she is in the Clone Wars show.
In the CGI stuff,
I definitely think we're gonna see. I've heard rumors. We're definitely gonna hint at that we might not see her, but I think we're gonna hear Sadie Sink, and they're gonna make it kind of vague in this trailer. They're not gonna go out flat out and be like, "Oh, it's Jean Grey," but there'll be like little hints of her being.
I'm
ominous.
sure she'll have a line that's like sounds like something that Jean Grey would say, you know.
Yeah.
I think people will just continue to theorize until it actually officially happens in the movie.
So we see the trailer. So
yeah, so I think that's definitely. I could see I think we're gonna. I don't think we'll see her. I think we'll hear her. I don't think they're ready to show her to us.
I know it's such a small nitpick right here, but I love Jean Grey, and I just don't want to see Sadie Sink with curly hair. Like, I just want straight hair Jean Grey. I don't know. Like, call me weird.
It doesn't have to be curly, man. They can make changes.
I just feel like, I don't know, maybe because it's Stranger Things and it's just in my head because of how she looks in that I feel like we're going to get something similar to this.
I know Stranger Things, she has curly hair, but every time that I've seen her offset, she has straight hair.
Pretty much true,
Like I said, small nitpick, you know what I mean? I just want Jean Grey to look like Jean Grey. That's my biggest thing. I think she's going to be really young. It's just going to be a little odd, but I don't know. They can make it work if they're building it all into something, right? So let's see where it goes after
Guys,
Doomsday.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
I'm hearing the noise. I gotta figure out what's going on real quick.
Did anybody watch Dune 3 trailer?
I have.
I did before I leave.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
All right, not me.
I'm excited because it has Anya Taylor-Joy in it. She appeared. Oh, Robert Pattinson. He's in the trailer.
So Anya Taylor-Joy's trying to be in everything then, huh? Because
Oh
she's
my god.
Well, Anya Taylor-Joy now too.
Before I watched the Timothée Chalamet Dune movies, I did watch a long time ago. I watched like the 80s, like the first movie adaptation of Dune, where they just put all the books into one film. And I know that Anya Taylor-Joy plays Paul Atreides' little sister. I think, yeah. And then I don't know who Robert's playing, but then I'm also excited for Florence Pugh's character, the whatever princess. She has some good scenes in the trailer. I mean, it's a big hype. I think of a trailer. It doesn't really show much of what's actually about to happen besides the whole war. Yeah, I thought it was just a good trailer. I'm not crazy about Dune in general. I think it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not super invested in it.
I think Dune is amazing. I think Dune is so good personally. I'm more of a fan of the book, but the movies are really well done, I gotta say.
Yeah, the movies are.
Like even to the books and everything, like they leave some stuff out, but nothing really too big, the first movie left out a really big part of who they're like all conspiracizing, like who the traitor is, and then you find out it's Dr. What his name is, I can't really remember off the top of my head anymore, but like there was a whole part like Lady Jessica's being like interrogated over being the traitor, like everybody that's a part of their alliance like is questioned, and it's like kind of a big part of the book, but they never did it. Now I always find, and this is going to go back to One Piece when we talk about it later, right? That the more you get into the source material of something, the more you potentially will get disappointed by an adaptation of it. You know what I mean? Like while if you go into something and you don't really know the source material, a lot of times you're going to enjoy that adaptation a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, and I think I've made the mistake of like, I'm going to read the books. I'm going to read the comics. I'm going to find out what this is about before it comes out. And then I'm always like, they left out something I really liked in it. You know what I mean? But that's usually the case. The book's always better, right? But, yeah, well, still, you can always appreciate it in a different way. Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be a 1-for-1. Like
100%. Yeah. I feel like with Doom right now, for me, it's like I think the first one, I wasn't really like. I found it kind of a bit boring. There were some good aspects, but I just found it a bit like
Dune
boring
1
at times. Yeah, Dune 1.
Oh yeah, because it's half a story. You
know
what I mean? Like
that's what I thought. Like I was just like, this doesn't really fit. But then when you get to 2, it's like, okay, the pacing's a lot better now. I'm like, I'm getting it. I'm finally understanding.
Yeah, everybody agrees that I think everybody agrees that the second movie has been regarded as the better of the 2. Like,
it has to be. You know what I mean? Like you're literally. It's not like other sequels where it's literally the sequel. It's not even. It's the second half of the book. You know what I mean? Of the first book. So, like, of course it's going to be better. That's where all the good stuff happens. Like, the first half is going to be all the build up to that. Now we're finally there, and it's like, here we go. It took me forever to see Dune Part 2, funny enough. But when I saw it, like, literally a few months ago for the first time, and I thought it was so good. So, I'm looking forward to Part 3.
I watched, I skimmed the trailer. I'm going to do a much more full in-depth reaction when I watch when I get off the podcast and do my actual review, or not review, but yeah, more of a review than a reaction. We'll call it review of the trailer. And so from what I saw, like I didn't even know that Robert Pattinson, I knew he was in the movie. I didn't know that he was in the trailer kind of. So thanks for bringing that up, because that's how little of the trailer I didn't even know that
I think I did know that he was going to be in the third movie, but I completely forgot. So when I saw him, I went, "Is that Pattinson?" And it was.
I remember he was in the movie because I remember that it was making me very concerned for his future as Batman, because they've been taking forever to get Batman 2 done, and I was just like, another thing he's going to be in that's going to delay him from filming Batman. And I was like,
What
oh,
about
man,
Batman?
Yeah.
We're gonna reboot
Yeah.
Twilight and bring back Robert Pattinson.
Oh, bro, imagine.
Yeah,
or
Austin Butler
continue
killed it in
or-
the second movie. I agree with that, Jake.
Oh yeah, I mean, doing like they're kind of just grabbing everyone famous they can, or anyone who's like popular, anybody who's trending. Like you had made the joke before, Joe, that like it's just MCU actors being thrown into
But
Dune.
it's bigger than that, though. I've realized that upon my thinking that it's bigger than that.
Well,
and
yeah,
the
Robert
actors-
Pattinson's not a Marvel actor, but no, it's just like, okay, let's grab every popular movie actor, essentially. Taylor
Zendaya.
Robert Pattinson.
Giving them roles
Yeah,
and
you know
they're
what I
playing
mean?
these characters and they're delivering these performances that you're not watching and going, oh, that's Drax. You're seeing like, okay, he is this character, or you're not looking at Florence and going, oh, that's Yelena. No,
yeah, completely different.
you actually feel like the characters are the characters,
Which is a
and
good
I
thing.
think that's good.
I mean, she's a really good actor, I think, Elena.
Yeah,
Like,
no, she's
No,
definitely.
Florence Pugh.
yeah, she's great.
I never got to watch that movie that she was. I want to watch that movie she's in with Andrew Garfield.
That one looks good. I heard about that one.
I think it's on
yeah.
streaming now, but I always
I've
wanted
seen
to
that.
check it out.
I've seen that film. I've actually seen it.
I've seen her A24 film. I forget what it's called right now. Midsummer? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
Midsummer.
like that a lot, actually. And not everyone's a fan of it, but I really liked that movie. And I thought she killed it in that. What else have we got? We got any more superhero stuff?
We do. So you're talking about Spider-Man.
Rivals?
You mentioned Daredevil earlier. So we
Daredevil.
got the Rivals news and we got the Daredevil stuff I want to talk about. So let's go to Rivals first. So Kenna, you have all the information you're the Marvel Rivals girly, so
Yeah, I guess.
let us have it.
All right, so our new character, White Fox, she just got her gameplay trailer released. She's this new strategist, and her kit looks really good. Her primary fire looks like Invisible Woman's kind of primary shot, but she also has like Wolverine's like lunge attack that he can have, and she has another second attack that's very reminiscent of Jean Grey's like what is it called, where she throws like the spiral of fires at you. She kind of has something
Right,
similar
and
like
can
that
multiply
going on.
damage.
Yeah, she has something
Yeah.
like that going on, and she has a very interesting ult where it's not just like a healing circle that most people are complaining about with most strategist ults. She turns into a big nine-tailed fox, and it kind of works like Gambit's ult, where if you can lock onto your teammates, they get healed and extra damage boost, and you can be safe from certain ults. Like they showed that if a white fox on your team ults and the enemy Strange tries to ult, you won't be affected by Strange's ult. You'll be safe from that.
Okay.
So she technically shields you, basically.
Yeah, she can.
Right.
Yeah, she protects you.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm trying to think. We got a little cinematic trailer with Black Cat, but nothing yet with her because she's not coming to the game yet. New accessories that are new little plushies for new characters as well, if you would like to equip those on your characters that you'd like to play. I know that I do. Some new team-ups have been swapped. Jeff and Storm no longer have a team-up together, and neither does Luna and Adam. Luna now has a team-up with White Fox, of course, because they're connected. And then Storm and Adam Warlock have a team up now, where if you are playing Adam and you fly, he leaves this yellow trail of like dust around where that heals you. And it's very funny that Storm and Adam are getting a team up. It's because the voice actors for Adam and Storm are married in real life, and Adam, the voice actor for Adam, always said like he wishes there was some interaction between those two characters. So I guess he got that with the team up with Storm and Adam. So interesting pair.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even know
it's
that.
just-
That's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's just really cool that like, okay, to see like Marvel characters that haven't got the spotlight actually like become more popular again. Like, almost like what James Gunn's done, really. Like he brought the Guardians of the Galaxy into the spotlight. He takes these lesser known characters and he makes them more popular. Peacemaker. Now Peacemaker's got new comics coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy's got tons of new comics since then. You know, like, and now we'll probably see White Fox kind of come back into comics, you know, like yeah, and potentially into a movie, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're going to try to put Jeff the Land Shark in something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, we'll also be getting a new map. I almost forgot about that. We'll be getting a new map.
Hell yeah,
We need
more
new
maps.
maps. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we do.
And there's
Sure.
one last thing. White Fox is getting a launch skin when she comes out. Punisher is getting his pirate skin.
Ooh, finally.
I'm trying to think who else is getting. I swear there's one more person who's getting his. Oh, Ultron is getting a new skin. I forgot what it was, but it looked like he had all. It kind of looked like a Thor thing going on with him. I can't remember what it was, but he's all decked out. So
that's cool. I'm just gonna address some chat stuff here real quick. Timothy Chalamet is pissed off at his result at the Oscars. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, I don't like Timothy Chalamet like that personally. However, I think he killed it in Dune 2. I really do. Like, I was like, having read the book and everything, I was like, how is he gonna do some of this? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and he really pulled it off. Like, I'll give it to him. You know,
if Timothy were to get an Oscar for Dune, that would be fine. But I am also glad that he didn't get anything for his Marty Supreme movie, the ping pong, whatever.
But what's his face? Michael B. Jordan won.
Michael B. Jordan won.
Yeah,
Yes,
Michael
a lot
Jordan
of
won.
the two movies that won the most awards were Sinners and One Battle After Another. That I'm pretty that too. Oh, and then of course K-pop Demon Hunters won some awards.
I was kind of bummed when a Battle After Another one, because I just really didn't think it was that.
I do think Sinners is better personally.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, everybody said one Battle After Another was like okay, you know, like that's constantly what I heard over and over. I think maybe on Fat Man Beyond was like the only place I heard them being like, no, it was really good. You know what I mean? So I didn't see it myself. So
Kevin Smith wants to be nice to everyone because he's got this new lease on life. He's trying to be nice to everyone.
Right. I didn't even like that before that, you know? So yeah, but I still like Kevin Smith. The thing about the Fat Man Beyond podcast is like, yeah, Kevin's always super optimistic about stuff and doesn't want to say anything negative really, but Mark Bernard will. You know what I mean? So like, you get hearing back and forth a little bit. Yeah, Mark Bernard used to be a real critic, so like he'll just say whatever he really thinks about things, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm not that's good.
Yeah.
I like Mark. I think he's great.
Yeah, he is great.
Our final piece of back of Marvel news, unless you had more to say on the Oscar.
No, I was just going to say the Jason Momoa thing returning. Jake said
let's finish Jake's thing. So
Dune Part 3.
So Jake, they explained that a little bit in the books, so they're going to probably go that route, I'd imagine.
Right, I'm sure it's some. I never read the sequel, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
but
he comes back and survives through the books too. Like that's a thing. From what I remember. So when they announced it, I wasn't shocked. I was like, because honestly, I'm like, out of all the popular people, I watched the first movie, and I was kind of like, when they showed him die, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be back in a movie or two. I watched. I was like, yeah, Oscar Isaac is cooked. We ain't gonna see him again. We're good. Whatever, fam. And then I saw Jason Momoa. I'm like, oh yeah, I love this character. It's really sad when he's gone. And I was like, nah, he'll be back. It's cool. But then if that's the last thing, do you have anything to say about Jason Momoa returning for Dune Part 3? Anything? Any last thing on that?
No, nothing more.
Okay. It makes sense to me. I know why they're doing it. Surprisingly, they're doing a better job than what they did with somehow Palpatine will return.
Yeah, somehow Jason Momoa has returned in Dune Part 3.
Because if I remember correctly, I think it does involve something along those lines. I think it does have some sort of cloning or something involved in it, if I remember correctly.
Speaking of Palpatine must return, like I was just saying this right before the podcast. I feel like why not say it again? Like Star Wars established Anakin as the most powerful, like being in the universe, essentially, right? Like being born
Yeah.
of the Force.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how are you gonna go and bring Palpatine back and be
Because
like
they're running out of
somehow,
ideas.
somehow he returned? But it's like, so you're saying he's more powerful than Vader, who didn't return somehow?
Well, Anakin
You know what I mean?
actually, there's a little thing about that, Luke, you don't know.
Wow.
Since you're not caught up on everything. Anakin isn't technically actually Anakin's
Oh,
more
they
alive than
retconned that.
Palpatine is. No, they didn't retcon it.
What did they
It's
do?
not
then?
been retconned. Anakin is stated to be in the world between worlds, the new force behind all that goes on. So in Ahsoka, when you watch Ahsoka, they
Yeah,
established.
Yeah, I haven't watched Ahsoka to get back to what we were talking about earlier. So, I mean, the new Star Wars stuff is hard to get into sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
We'll
want to
get
watch
back to
these.
Star Wars in a minute, but we have one more Marvel thing to talk about.
The games are killing it with Star Wars Jedi for sure. But
we
like,
do have some Star Wars stuff to talk about. We will talk about the Maul trailer in a minute, but we do need to get
let's just do
back
that. Oh, you have more Marvel?
We still have more Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we started the show, guys, apparently some lucky critics were giving out some passes to some big influencers to go watch the new season that drops next week, or the first episode of next week, Daredevil Born Again season 2. So we got some first early reactions. And so I summarized, and I'm not gonna read them all for you guys. I'm just gonna summarize basically the consensus. And the consensus is they love it better than season 1. And even if you really liked season 1, I mean, and actually, I just gotta put my point here because this is one of my most anticipated shows. The reviews I've seen for this so far are looking actually higher than they were for the IGN Invincible review, which is kind of wild to me.
Wow. Okay.
Because I can see that. If they're really
Invincible,
cooking,
they're saying it's great. People are like, "Oh, they love Born Again. This is gonna be great and loved." So. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's the original guys, then definitely I can see, it'd be higher than.
Well, this sounds like this is more what we wanted from season 1 that we didn't get. Like it sounds like the full version. It sounds like Bullseye's on full display. It sounds like Jessica Jones kills it. Sounds like Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox are given their best performance, like as these characters, and we're back to the brutal. We're back to the gritty.
Yeah.
And this season isn't. We're not having time to spend in the lawyer drama stuff because we're at war now. We're like, oh, vigilantes are outlawed. Like Luke and I, who have read Chip Zdarsky's Devil Reign. If you guys have time before next week, read Devil Reign. Get through as many issues as you can because it is.
Yeah, Chip Zdarsky's a great writer, and he kills his own Daredevil.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I'll check it.
Daredevil comics in general are usually a good read. To be honest,
they're good read, man. They're like very dark and gritty. Like, they get to the point.
Oh yeah, no, Daredevil kills it. So,
and what's cool is since even though we're getting through Chip Zdarsky stuff right now in season 2, we know with season 3 coming out that we're gonna start getting to a little Frank Miller stuff. So
there we go.
That's gonna be cool.
When do they bring Foggy back? You think?
I don't know because they in these reactions they say that this season carries stakes. So I don't think
I wouldn't be surprised to see him not come back this season, but the next season.
I'll tell you this, since we're talking about it, since we're on the Daredevil summary, I'll just summarize it really quick. I was gonna make a video about this, and I'll summarize it here. I think he's coming back because of the way the Hand is coming back. I think they're gonna El Ghul him. So I think what's gonna happen is I think that since the next season is gonna be focused on the Hand, I think Matt's going to be fighting the Hand, and they're going to have an unknown leader, kind of how they did the Black Sky with Elektra. And I think there'll be a scene similar to the Winter Soldier versus Cap thing, where there'll be a masked figure fighting Daredevil, and then Daredevil will see his face, and then you're going to get the who the hell is Foggy moment, where he's the leader of the Hand. Like, I see that happening. I can
see that.
Yeah.
I just really like to see like Spider-Man and Daredevil come together in a way because like all and the Defenders, sure, Spider-Man has all these characters and I'm like kind of iffy about that. But in another angle, if they do it right, like it really will feel like it's Marvel's New York, man. And we haven't got that in a way. You know what I mean?
Like we'll get it. I think we'll get it after Spider-Man 4. I think maybe we'll get a tease of it in Spider-Man 4, but I think we're gonna or or Brand New Day, but I can see them opening the door for it. But I do think by Spider-Man 5, it could finally happen. And I think by the time Spider-Man 5 comes out, we're gonna be out of this multiverse googly glob, and once we're out of the multiverse googly glob, then I think it's gonna be a lot easier to do street level team ups.
Yeah.
Sure. I really
sure.
want. I've been saying this for a long time, actually. I want Spider-Man 6 to be a Sinister Six movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. Because we were supposed to get that with Andrew Garfield.
Spider-Man 6, it makes sense. They can finally do the Sinister Six then, because it's the sixth Spider-Man movie. If we get to 6 movies, that's good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, it would be cool to like even have it focus more on the villains at that point. You know what I mean? Like, because we already know Spider-Man so well, and like, sure, he's still like the main character, but like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have as much screen time. Like, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool if they did that. But yeah, Marvel seems like they're running hot under the collar, getting ready to. We got Spider-Man this summer. They're bringing the goods with Daredevil. We talked about Marvel Rivals. That sounded good. So I think Marvel's starting to. And it's funny because I'm wearing a Gambit shirt, so that's accurate. It seems like it's starting to win me back right now. There's not a single project Marvel wise this year that I'm not excited about. Like I'm ready for the games. I'm ready for the movies. I'm ready for the shows.
I feel
the only one I'm still kind of on the fence on, because I just need to see how it is of course Doomsday. Like, we want it to be great.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's like I'm still not, until I see a trailer, I'm still not like, do I lock in? Like right now with everything I'm hearing about Spider-Man, I'm way more ready to give my hype to Spider-Man as I am over Doomsday. Because
go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. No, that was my end of my conversation.
Okay. So like, having rewatched a lot of MCU movies recently, in Endgame, like, while it delivers, it's still like very good. It has emotional impact for sure, but its story on paper is very basic. It's like, okay, time travel. We're going to go back in time, and we're going to, and a lot of people don't like that about it. And I've complained about it, right? Like, Endgame, right? But and then I rewatched it, and I was like, no, Endgame's good, right? But like, I feel like Doomsday is just, it's going to be so different. Like, regardless of if it doesn't fully hit, it's going to be something new. It's not going to be like something we've seen before. Even Endgame is kind of something we've seen before in a way. And
we've seen time travel before. I mean, we really, like, from what we know of the movie, we really don't know what we're getting. We know it's an Avengers movie. We know Doom's in it. We know, like, some things, but really, we really don't know.
I think they're going to try hard to give us something new.
I think with Doomsday, it's more like they're going to just try. They have to try something new. Like, so it can't be just like what we got from phase 3 or phase 4. It has to be like new. Like they said, like you said earlier, Joe, like they're gonna start. Doom's gonna be killing people, and it's like, well, good, because some people need to go. I feel like some characters have just been long overdue.
I'm telling you, I've said it since Ant-Man 3. I love you, Paul Rudd. You're American treasure. You gotta go. Ant-Man's gotta go.
What?
I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it, man. It is time. I want to cry.
Damn.
I want to cry and watch Ant-Man just get taken out and just being like,
You get squished like a
yeah,
bug.
No, dude, not my Paul Rudd.
It'd be so good though. Like, everyone will be losing it. They're like, but that's my favorite character. He's so nice.
Oh my god, I wouldn't be
upset.
surprised if there's a scene in Doomsday where, Ant-Man's trying to, like, get to Doom, and he's, flying around, and all you hear is, like, buzz, buzz, and then Doom just grabs him. Like,
that would be
and just
great.
squishes him.
But that would be crazy.
Little cheap moment. I want, like, when I want a death, I want Doom, like, grabbing his throat and, like, making it hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
cracking
see
it.
I want to see it brutal. Like, I want to see it like, ooh, like, let's push the boundaries and go crazy like we did with Loki in Infinity War. Like, I want to feel that shit.
I want to hear grabbing his throat and then cracking. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Like, I want to see I want to see who's it
Oh
called?
my
I want to see what's her name? Hope And well, I don't
Is
think
this
we'll come back to that.
Avengers?
Actress retired, but I want to see
Did I
Cassie
download
there.
the right movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Is this a porn version? Like,
Oh my god, that's so bad. I'd love to see Hulk just kind of. I'd love to see Cassie just kind of so emotional, just losing. Because one theory I've heard about this movie is that we might see the Young Avengers in this movie, but they might not be in the main story because they might be trapped in the quantum realm. So that when we head to Battle World, they might actually retain their memories and already just be in Battle World.
that would be cool.
Which is interesting.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do. You know,
Yeah.
I just love to see more Marvel games. As much as I like Rivals and everything, like we got
We need some more
Wolverine coming
games.
out.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, we
Well,
Wolverine
isn't
showing
there gonna be
up.
that
Black Panther
Panther
game's
and
coming
Captain
out
America
soon.
thing?
Yeah,
You got that coming out.
that's coming out.
Well,
Oh, right, Black Panther, Captain America. Yeah, right. I kind of would like to see a Midnight Suns sequel, like improved Midnight Suns. Why not?
I never
You know,
really
like-
fully played through Midnight Suns, but when I played of it, I wouldn't mind something. Yeah, it would
It's
be
not
fun.
a bad game. I just think it gets kind of repetitive, where it's like we're fighting the same villains again. Oh, I was going to say this earlier. Invincible. I think like Invincible. Like you're talking about Daredevil being more hype and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I kind of think Invincible, as good as Invincible is, because I love it, believe me,
Yeah.
I still think it somewhat suffers from kind of like the My Hero Academia thing, which is one villain, like, you know, or like the same villain from the very start. Right. And superhero content, I feel like always kind of thrives more when you have variety, right? Like in different villains. Like that's part of what killed My Hero for me. You know, it's like, okay, it's just the same guy every single season. You know what I mean? The one for all.
So I'm not caught up on Invincible.
I mean,
so I'm not caught up on Invincible. Is it always just Omni-Man? There's no other villains that really like.
No, there's other villains.
Omni-Man is not the villain, bro. Omni-Man is not the villain.
Yeah, I did spoil it. No, so there is other villains. There is other villains and stuff, but like
I thought because he didn't like because he beats up on Mark. I thought he was like obviously the villain, but
have you watched
like, you'll see
he
that.
starts as the villain, but he's not the main big bad. I
Yeah,
think the issue
there's-
with Invincible is that yes, there's different villains, but they all kind of come from the same place.
They're all
arguably.
Viltrumites.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
not-
Like
yeah.
it'd be like if you watched like a few different Superman seasons or movies in a row, and they all had like Kryptonians as villains. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'd be
basically.
like, I want something different, though. You know what I mean? Like Invincible
There
can
was
kind of get like that.
There was the guy with the huge brain. What's his name again?
Oh yeah, that was cool. I forget his name too. Yeah,
What his name? But he was a cool character. But again,
I need to catch up
he's
on
not around
Invincible.
no
But I
more.
hear what you're saying when you think of variety because like look at this. We already have potentially 3, technically 4 villains if you consider them like with Daredevil when you compare the two shows. Yes,
Right.
Fisk is the main header, and we want to get Fisk. We want to hurt him bad, but we got Bullseye in here, kind of being a wild card, kind of being a loose cannon. Like, oh, maybe he kicks up with Daredevil a little bit because he hates Fisk for breaking his spine, but he's also kind of like, all right, I'm kind of going to cause some chaos and be a problem. And then you got the anti-vigilante task force that are working for Fisk. They're kind of their own little characters. They're the Punisher fan club. And then I already told Chris about this. I have a problem that I've been meaning to make this video for a long time. The lead guy of my one gripe with season 1, the lead guy of the task force, his name is Cole North. And Cole North he's supposed to be this big character. He's kind of supposed to be like the Jim Gordon.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember you said
of the like Daredevil Punisher Netflix world, right? And in the show, they make him the guy that executes the original White Tiger, and then he's treated like a bitch the entire time that he's in season 1. And I'm just like, I've had this big video. I want to do this series about how characters from their source material are disrespected so badly, and that's one of the biggest examples. I was like, dude, this is the guy that's supposed to be like, he's supposed to be beating Punisher and Daredevil up to a bloody pulp. This is the guy that's supposed to be like a problem. And they made him just cannon fodder. Like, he lives. Apparently he's in season 2, but they're kind of doing that cartoon villain thing like, oh yeah, I got beat up a little bit. I got hurt. Okay, I'm back for more.
Basically.
Like, which is fine, because I think all these task force are going to get what they deserve in season 2. So it's good. I like that they're going to be paying as the bad guy. And then we got the other thing when you speak of variety villains. We got Matthew Lillard in this thing, just kind of whatever he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that that's the one thing I love with these reactions is the trailers is not giving the vibe that Matthew Lillard played that big of a role into this story. But apparently, according to these reactions, I guess he does. So, because they're praising him, so that should be cool. So I'm hyped for that. I love we're getting Defenders back. I love that we're taking this city back from Fisk. I kind of love. I know people hate on it and they hated on with Superman. I love that Marvel's ripping the Band-Aid off and they're going for the political, like, hey, because this is the comics, like, hey, this guy he's our leader and he's a piece of shit and we need to get him out of here.
Right.
It makes sense because in the comics, like, Fisk became a mayor at some point, and it's just he caused a whole bunch of mayhem. Like, so it's like, get him out of here, like, kind of thing. Like, that's what they want.
Like I love it, man.
It's also just nice to see, like, that same thing with the task force, because like literally they're imitating life with that, where it's, you know, all these people that are total assholes like idolize Punisher in real life, you know, like have Punisher stickers on their cars, all that kind of shit, right? And it's not what Punisher actually stands for, you dick.
Punisher
you know
would
what I mean?
hate these guys if he was real.
So that scene in the
like
finale,
John Bernthal said to him when they had him tied to the chair.
Exactly.
You want my autograph? I wouldn't even piss on you.
Right. Yeah. No, it's great. And it's like, thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Disney, for actually doing something with that. Because it felt like for the longest time, they were afraid to do anything with it. In fact, they would pull Punisher kind of away from the main stories, like in the comics and stuff. They didn't want to deal with Punisher for a while because of all these people. Yeah. And it's like
stuff,
but these are superhero stories, and they should be about, you know, good conquering evil ultimately, right? And if you're not
cool thing is
doing that,
conquering evil is really cool. The other cool thing when we're talking about these characters in the show, you guys remember? You guys all watched Hawkeye, right? Did you guys watch the Hawkeye?
Yeah, I watched Hawkeye.
So I saw they've been putting out these TV spots to hype up Born Again, and there's a little segment of like, because we know at the end of season 1 they had all the vigilantes except for Daredevil get captured, right, by the task force.
Yeah.
So you can see that Kate Bishop's stepdad, the swordsman, he's joining the fight. Like you can see from the trailer, you can see him whooping task force ass. Like you can see in this little like TV spot, you can see him taking batons and breaking, like Daredevil in the trailer. The first trailer they showed with the music when they first showed Jessica Jones, when he first downs the black suit, you see him running up on the task force trying to break people out of that prison. And it looks like he goes and gets sword. I'm hoping, I don't want to get my hopes too high. I'm really hoping that the guy, because the actor, I think the actor's on Narcos. I think that's where he originated from, if I remember correctly.
Who, Pedro?
The actor's not Pedro. The other guy.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's funny. But he had said in an interview before season 2 was even doing promotion that he got to do some crazy fight scenes, and now it looks like we're seeing it. Because like my whole thing is, I was so amped to see him transition from being in being in Hawkeye to being in to being in Daredevil, because they're very different worlds. Because that was more the lighthearted, fun kind of Christmas story transition to this real gritty street level. And in season 1, he kind of plays the politician that's kind of like trying to get under Fisk's skin, and then Fisk makes him pay for it, and then locks him away. But I wanted to see I want to see that sword. I want to see that vigilante swinging the sword, because he shows his sword skills in Kate Bishop. Well, not Kate Bishop. I gotta stop doing that. In Hawkeye, a little bit. But now we could get him to see his actual comic accurate suit. So to see him stand behind Daredevil and be like, we're all vigilantes. And there's even a TV spot where you see Karen, Jessica Jones, and all these other characters. And like I said, it's a homage to that Chip Zdarsky comic. I think it's number 19 in the run. You see them all because they're so pissed about Fisk and the task force. The citizens of New York put on their own makeshift like Daredevil masks, and like they rally behind Daredevil, and you're like, let's get this son of a bitch. Let's take our city back. And
if only we could do it as a country.
Right? Mask on, let's go.
But hey, what are you gonna do?
But anyway, we love Marvel here, but we really got to talk about this Maul trailer. So.
Oh yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars time.
Yeah, let's talk about the Maul trailer. Yeah, man.
No one ever really died.
So we've all watched it, right?
Yeah, we've all seen. I've seen it. Yeah.
No, I haven't watched the trailers.
I love this trailer. the thing that is so I have a love-hate relationship right now because Marvel's like, you're back, you're happy, I'm feeding you well, it's amazing, right? And with Dave Filoni returning to Star Wars, they're slowly, just when I'm out, they reel me back in. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm like, okay, fuck the Acolyte, get out of here with this shit. I don't want to see
Right.
nothing. I don't
But,
want
I
the spray
mean,
movie. I
we're
don't
still
want
not
nothing.
long after, you know. So I feel like this show is really more so Kathleen Kennedy than it is.
No, it's not because when they made this show, they were able to keep it. They had even said that she might have some involvement in it, but this was Dave. This is the one project that Dave and Sam were able to keep away from her clutches
Oh,
because
her clutches.
she for some reason never was able to get involved in the animated stuff as much. She only wants to infect the live action stuff. So a lot of the animated stuff actually has, you know how you've said, Canada said this before too, that the animated stuff and the video games haven't been hit as hard as the live action. Why do you think that is? Because the live action was attacked by by the most evil person or one of the producers that's pretty bad. So yeah, the trailer, the Maul trailer. This, I liked the teaser, the first one they put out, and we talked about it. But this one, now that April is coming around the corner, and not every show is doing this right now, but they confirm. I read today that we're getting 2 episodes on April 6th, not 1. So we get 2 episodes to watch.
Have you seen the South Park Pandaverse? Just real quick, you're talking about Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's really funny.
It's
I've seen it.
it's worth a shot. And they turn all the boys into black women.
I think that's hilarious. I seen that. I was like, oh man. Yeah, so
good stuff.
South Park.
yeah, so I'm really like I don't know what you think, Ken. What do you think of this trailer?
I think I agree with you that I think this trailer is way even better than the first teaser, which I know again because it's the teaser versus an actual trailer, but I really like the action. I really like the new mystery character that's gonna be seems to be going after Maul himself. Actually, Joe, I think I could be wrong. I was gonna look it up, but I haven't. AJ Locascio, I know our favorite voice actor who voices Gambit, that the rest of you guys would know.
Yeah.
I think he voices one of the characters that are after Maul in this show.
Yeah, which is Mirok, which is what I told you. He voices the Inquisitor. So, well, there's 2 of them technically, but he actually voices
I couldn't remember which one though. That was it.
He voices the one that you guys remember. You won't remember this one because you didn't watch Ahsoka, but in Ahsoka, there's an Inquisitor that's made out of Night Sister magic named Mirok. And since this is before Ahsoka, we're going to see the real guy before Night Sister magic recreated him.
Yeah, basically.
So my feeling is that because it's Night Sister magic, I have a feeling that at some point during this show, we're going to learn that Maul dices him up. And then Mother Talzin probably just does something to restore his body or puts it in some magic
something like that, some
yeah,
witchy stuff.
Because Maul's gonna dice him up. I'm sorry, like I know it's like, oh, the Inquisitors are after Maul and the Empire, yay, the Empire. But I'm telling you, dude, Maul is taking out these Inquisitors. One thing I really like is a lot of people were predicting this show and they really wanted, because a lot of people were so excited when they first saw the concept art of Maul and this other Jedi, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the marketing, a lot of people assume we're gonna do the whole Maul and Talon thing, right? I'm actually so glad to say this.
I'll be right back.
No worries, Luke. I like that we're not doing the Maul and Talon thing.
Yeah, because, I didn't really expect her to be Talon either because she, besides looking like the same species as Talon, she is definitely not Talon because she's more pink.
Right.
She's more pink and she doesn't have any of the black markings on her.
Yeah, and do you guys remember do you guys remember that article we read about Sam, what we're talking about, some of the new things he's excited to do with Maul in this show? And
right, yeah.
Do you remember when they talked about how Maul wished like that there was more Jedi around?
Yeah, he said
what I really like about this show, since Maul's the central character, this trailer reveals to me that Maul, this is not like Maul and Savage Opress, like brother and brother trying to like team up and build like a Sith empire and make like a criminal empire, or any of the other times Maul has had an apprentice. Like, you know, he tried to mentor, even though we never really saw it, Amelia Clarke in Solo, right? We had what's her name? I'm trying to think. I can't. Kira.
Yeah, what?
Kira.
Yeah.
Right? So that was kind of his apprentice. This time, even though it's Maul's show and you can make the angle that Maul's not a Sith, so he's not technically a bad guy, he is still kind of a bad guy, this trailer shows.
He serves himself.
Yes. And what I like about this trailer is it confirms to us in this trailer that Maul is using this Jedi to get what he wants. Like you can see in the trailer that Maul is still like Sam says in the interview. He's like, oh, it would be nice to have a Jedi around to help out. I think they're gonna aid each other, but I can see a twist in this show where the Jedi kind of gets onto Maul, and Maul's like,
Yeah.
and
Because
then he has to
what's his
turn on
name?
her.
That she was talking to somebody and she said like the guy said to her, don't really like basically just don't trust him. Like you can't trust him all the way.
Because he
So,
seems very harmless. Which Ezra
yeah.
made that mistake too. So
Exactly,
it makes
yeah,
sense.
exactly. Ezra made the
Yeah,
same mistake.
no, but it's
so.
like it's really good. I like for animated. Obviously, animation looks always beautiful for the most part, but I really like what's going on with I like the scary tone of the trailer. I also love I love it. They couldn't help themselves. They couldn't help themselves. They had to just put a new rendition of
On
the
Duel of the
Phantom
Fates,
Menace, Duel of Fates.
yeah.
They couldn't help themselves. They just couldn't. They're like, it's Maul, we got to do it. And I'm like,
Well, technically,
okay.
that's his theme music. Technically, you know what I mean?
And
'Cause
Disney
that's
has
when he
baited
first
us
popped
twice
up.
with this type of trick before, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was in the Obi-Wan promotion, even though Obi-Wan didn't turn out to be a good show. They tried to get us all hyped for Obi-Wan with, I think it was the Mustafar Battle of Heroes theme they used? There was some theme from the prequels that they used to try and hype people up, and it didn't work because the show was crap. So I really hope that this music is not just a gimmick to get people on board and then the show sucks. I really hope that the show is actually good, because I do think that a lot of the potential, like we see Maul getting hallway scenes, we see Maul. But something that's really interesting is Maul's not just fighting Inquisitors and probably Stormtroopers in this show. You see him taking out other crime families. So I really hope that you get to see Maul like kind of being like owning it. Like, I'm the only one that can have like Crimson Dawn is the best crime family, and this is like more from what we wanted from like kind of what the Boba Fett show should be. Just Maul.
What it should have been. Yeah.
Just Maul dusting the competition up. I'm like, oh, you think you're the godfather of the underworld? No, bro, that's me. Like, so I love it. I can't wait, man. Maul's getting a show. I've waited years for this. I think it looks great.
Give me a Vader
We don't
show.
have to wait too long.
Oh my god, stop.
What did you say, Luke?
I
He
said,
said
give me a
Vader
Vader show.
Oh my god.
I would
Rewatch
actually
the
love that.
movies.
I would love one, but I don't know. Right in this climate, I don't even know. So.
No, it's fine. I think the Maul show will be awesome. So, but I would love a Vader show about him killing the remaining Jedi and Palpatine. Like,
same. I wanted that for years.
How do you do a Vader show without James Earl Jones, though? That's the big question. How are you going to do that?
Remember that he signed off his rights, didn't it? For the AI
That's
voice.
true. I guess they might still have it, but it probably won't sound as good, would it? Wouldn't they have to alter it?
I mean, they used it in Kenobi. They used it in Kenobi.
I guess it was okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could. I noticed it didn't quite sound the same though, so like maybe.
I'd rather just get a whole new voice actor instead of using a dead guy's AI. That doesn't feel right. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of read that as disrespectful.
I mean, no, even though he gave permission to them, he did sign over his stuff.
I know, but still, I just I don't know. I think I would rather have someone who can just so happen to do a good impression. You know?
Remedy the mistake that God of War made. Get Christopher Judge. Let's do it.
Do you think James Earl Jones did it because he wants the legacy of his voice to continue on, or do you think he did it to support his family? You know what I mean? Because they still getting the checks from his voice, right? So that's kind of how I see it.
Here's my thing: is that he wouldn't necessarily need to sign away his voice to secure the legacy, because it was always going to be there no matter what,
true.
right?
But they continue it, right?
So I think definitely probably leaning towards more the latter, where it's to have his family get those checks. So.
Right, that's why it's Disney money, man. Come on, be like, oh, you guys are good, even when I'm gone.
Basically.
Yeah, he's got to get that Disney money. Okay, what's our next thing?
Well, the next big thing we could get into is One Piece.
Okay, that's good.
I'll let
you
guys
talk about War Machine first, but we can do One Piece.
Let's save the more obscure stuff for later. And that,
we can do that later. That's fine. All right, let's jump into One Piece. So I know Chris has watched the first 2 episodes. Luke, how far are you?
Same. I'm on the 2nd episode of season 2 right now, actually.
Okay, I'll keep my thoughts very, very vague because I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, no spoilers right now. Probably. I mean, next week we could revisit it.
I'll keep it vague, but I really enjoyed it. I watched 8 episodes? I watched all 8 episodes. I really liked it. There's some really good surprises for fans of the anime that I think will really like. I think even if you don't like this season, I think you'll get really hyped up for season 3 by the end of watching this season. That's all I'll say on that one. But I think everything I like, this is coming from someone who likes season 1. I think season 2 improves on everything that season 1 already did really well, but makes it better. Like, some of the things that I think are really good are, I think the action, well, was really good in season 1. This season feels way more like they take the anime level to the show a lot crazier. Where like it is live action anime. Where like other than like the Devil Fruit stuff, it didn't feel like it was that anime. I'm trying to think the word for it. Like
more grounded, right? It's like they're trying to make
grounded.
A live action thing, and now
There's
they're kind of like leading
in
into
this season that are a lot more like, oh shit, that's right, this is live action anime, and you're like, you kind of go, okay, that's kind of cool, and there's some cool ones. You guys are, I'm trying to think, you're 2 episodes in. Do you guys meet Smoker yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Smoker,
Okay,
good.
Smoker.
Yeah.
I like that Buggy came back. I thought that was awesome.
I think so. The show is really well made. There's no denying that. Like the budget's there, like the sets are there, the characters actually like they look and feel like the characters enough. Like maybe there might be a couple things that are off here and there, but it's a live action adaptation. You're not going to get it one for one like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Right. But and no, I really do think it's good. So now I'm a couple things I don't like about it. All right. So just like, I don't know, and it could be nitpicky, but for me, literally like one of my favorite episodes of One Piece is Zoro's backstory. You know what I mean? And they don't do it in the live action, and it breaks my heart, dude. Like it really bothers me because I find it to be one of the more emotionally impactful episodes of the entire show. Like there's the girl in season 2 with the black hair, the sword. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but
Tagishi, I think her name is Tagishi.
Yeah, I think that is it. And she, like, they don't even tell you that she, like. So Zoro like grew up with her, right? And she wanted to be the greatest swordsman of all time, but her father's like, a woman could never do that. You know what I mean? So like she kind of is very like snarky and fights against things and it's like trying to, achieve something that it doesn't feel like necessarily possible. And Zoro's not even as good of a sword fighter as she is. Like she's kind of teaching him, and she's like running in the rain one day. A spoiler for the show, it's only episode 19 now. But she falls on her sword and she dies. And it's part of like what makes Zoro want to be the greatest swordsman ever, and like then she's there again in Logetown, and like Zoro's like, what the hell? Like, how does this make any sense? And they don't really explain that. And I like, there's an element of mystery to the anime that the live action has failed to produce. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not that the live action isn't good. Like, I'll continue to say this because I know there's so many fans of this live action version that will try to tear apart anybody who says anything bad about it. Like, I've seen it online already. And like, I just think you have a couple missed opportunities. You know what I mean? Like the show's implying that Roger is Luffy's kid. Like you already know kind of who, and then Dragon shows up and there's just not as much that mystery just isn't there. Like they skipped the opportunity to have this like women empowerment moment with this girl, like in the backstory of Zoro's story, not to mention explain why is, you know what I mean? Like where he's not talkative. He's very, stands alone type of character, does his own thing. And that's because when he's a kid, he's not that way. And you can see the change happen when that girl dies in his childhood. Like there's a few things there that I think are just like huge missed opportunities. Women empowerment, actual backstory, actual character development. And it like wouldn't have been that hard to do. Like I guess Oda did reshoots because he didn't like how it was originally done in the show. show. It was added late in production, so they didn't really get it the way they wanted it. Like, it just upsets me personally. But overall,
I think.
go ahead, Chris.
No, go on. I'll talk to you.
I was just gonna say overall, it's still a good show. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, I think that's what the whole thing about being like 400 plus into that the anime itself. Like, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of mystery, like you said. In that's not in the show, in the live action. So in the anime, there is mystery. So there's certain things that happens that you're probably thinking like, wait, is this gonna happen? And it's like, oh snap! But it's like then something else completely happens. And then when it comes to like backstories, because it's on 1,000 episodes plus, they haven't been able to cover everybody's backstory. So they've done Luffy's, they've done Nami's, they've done Usopp's, they've done Sanji's. The last person to do was Zoro, and I think Zoro's backstory is about 900 episodes in. So they're trying to make sure they cover everything before they continue the journey almost to the One Piece, and in that way, everybody basically everyone just keeps on the same page basically. But yeah, from what I've seen from that's what I've heard from the anime anyway. So I'm still kind of like behind this stuff. But seeing these first episodes of the live action, I thought this kind of does take me back to watching the early episodes of like One Piece stuff, because I can't even I remember certain things, but from like episode 1 to like 100, it's kind of a bit of a blur because it's been so long since I've seen them. So like now seeing what they've done, I'm just like, man, they've really captured like all the early stuff, that the Alabasta, going on to the Alabasta stuff, and I'm just like, it's so cool, like, it's, you know what I mean, from what I've seen in it. So, I do think the mystery.
Right, and it makes me want to watch the anime again. Like, it really does, and like get that feel, because there are things they absolutely nail, man. Like that first episode of season 2, Logtown, like that whole episode is so good. You know, like it's the only thing I feel is left out is just that Zoro flashback. You know, like other than that, like it's well done, so well done. I've seen complaints about this or that, like small nitpick shit. You know, like I wish Smoker had more smoke, because like when you watch, yeah, I know, but like when you watch it though, like and Smoker's on the screen, dude, like there's so much smoke, it's comical.
Yeah, for real. I don't know.
Yeah, but I like that, you know, and I kind of wish I was there too, but I can live with it. It's like you're saying, Joe, like the first season was more grounded. I feel like you can say that about season 2 as well. You know what I mean? Because it's still, there's a lot of outlandish
that's because
things.
you haven't seen the rest of the episodes. You only watched the first 2.
I know, but even with that,
I have that information, so I can say that because I've watched the whole season. You can't say that, so.
I mean, I read a lot about it as well, but even episode 2, like it's more grounded. Like the guy with the Laboon, right? He's supposed to be inside of Laboon. You know what I mean? Like, but he's just living on the outside. Like, that's just, you know, like, as I watch more and more of it, I kind of get more and more examples of how it is more grounded. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's like what they're going for. But sometimes, and like, you know, there's just, I see so many arguments about this show now that I've looked up of stuff about it. And, you know, like, it's never going to be a one-for-one adaptation, like people that are defending it, you know what I mean? And it's like, they don't even understand. They're like getting upset because they like it, that the original anime fans are like, well, it's not the same, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not that we need it to be the same. It's that I think just like certain moments being left out or not as important kind of hurts sometimes when you know how important they are. Right, in the anime. Definitely. So like it's that's all. You know what I mean? It's just a little thing. It just stings a little at times. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like depends. So, but it's still very good. Like I will still buy that. It's still totally worth a watch. And Kenna's going to start it up next week, I think.
No,
that'll be good.
No,
it's crazy when you think about it, because
lies. I got other things to watch and other.
It's crazy.
To watch.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it, because like the live action has created like its own cult fan base. The anime's got its cult fan base, and it's just like me. I'm just kind of like, I'm also in the middle. I'm just like, I see the aspects of what they're going for in the live action. I think that's really cool. But then I also love the anime, because the anime is just true to what it is, isn't it? So you know what I mean? But then I still give the live action a chance, because I feel like this is one of the best live action adaptations of anime that I've seen. I'm sorry, like every time they tried, They tried it with Dragon Ball Z, didn't work. They tried it with Death Note, didn't work. They tried it with like so many
Cowboy
others. It's
Bebop.
not
Cowboy
worked.
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, oh man,
Not
that's
even
another
an
one.
anime, but the live action Avatar Airbender. That
Yes.
shit
Yeah,
was
Yeah, no
trash.
yeah. Oh
Trash,
man, you know
bro.
what I mean?
Trash.
At least the Netflix Avatar for the last two, from what I saw for the first two seasons, was actually good, like compared to what the Avatar.
Yeah, people like the newer one better than the
Yeah.
Shyamalan film.
I can't support it simply because the creator of the actual show walked
Fucking
away.
left.
Yeah,
Left
because
Yeah.
he
that
didn't
shit was
like
dog shit.
didn't like what he was doing.
Oh,
Didn't like
no.
what they were doing. Didn't think they were honoring his vision. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
and
so
and listen, I totally agree with the whole like the One Piece live action doesn't need to be beat for beat the same as the anime, and the same thing goes for the Avatar one. But there's a difference between simply not going by the story beat by beat to just like completely ripping away what the characters' core values are and their personalities and the arcs that they go through. The more specifically the development, and I feel like the live action Avatar literally just it irks me. They just
like
yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
actually watched it,
I feel
but
you.
like part of why I read that the creator left was because like they had like Aang and God, what's her name with the K?
Katara.
Katara. I didn't want to say it wrong. Like they're already kissing and like having a like actual romantic relationship. Like they're pursuing that early in the show, and it's like that is
Right,
not
and
what happens.
That's not no, and also
Whoa.
what not only that,
Yeah.
but Sokka's whole character development. You know, Sokka, the
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
to
the brother.
Katara. Yeah,
Oh
and you
yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah,
he was kind of a I don't know, like he was
It's a little shit, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
he's a little
like,
shit, yeah. And then he gets that character development, and I think it's so good in the animated show, but they did it so botched in the live action.
Yeah, they basically botched it alive. I'll do admit that. Yeah, like in terms of the live, because I've watched both seasons. I do think it's good, but I do think there are some aspects where I'm just like, this doesn't feel like the actual. This doesn't connect me to the cartoon as much as I thought I would.
Right, and I think that when it comes to live action adaptations, again, like I said, it doesn't need to be beat by beat the same. But I think again, I'd never seen either One Piece, but it sounds like the live action One Piece, no matter criticisms, but it still sounds like it still has the heart of what One Piece is, and I feel like the
Right.
live action Avatar lacks the heart of the original Avatar.
Yeah, but I mean, because it sounds like, from what it sounds like now, like obviously, because watching both seasons, like they are kind of pushing Aang and Katara, like their relationship a little bit. I'm like, but they're still kids. They didn't really get together till like they were adults. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't
It's
even
at the
until
end
the
of the
end
show.
of the.
It's the
It
end
was
of the
the end of
show,
the show of the
basically.
original. It was at the end of the original show that they finally like, oh, I love you,
Yeah,
and then they kiss,
basically.
and then obviously yes, they get older and married and have kids, and that goes into
And they're
Korra.
trying to make them bang in the show. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's like, it's just, well, we got to get the
I mean,
gooters.
the thing is, it would have been cool if they said, you know what, we're going to start the show in their teenagers. So all that stuff's already happened. This is like a new story in between, like when they're like teenagers, young adults kind of thing. I can understand
I mean,
that.
that is supposed
You
to
know
be
what I
with
mean?
the
Could do
Aang
that.
movies where they're the young adults. It's the new story where they're
Right.
young adults.
Right.
Which
That's not
gonna
coming
lie,
to
I'm a
theaters,
little.
right?
No, and
No,
I
no,
find
no.
that to be weird, but it's whatever, I guess. It's whatever.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like another Nickelodeon reboot movie, honestly, in a way. Like, we got if you're a fan of Nickelodeon, we got the Rocko's Modern Life movie that, like, now, that takes place now. It came out, like, 5 years ago or so, maybe 10. And the Hey Arnold Jungle Book movie. Like, those were cool. And, like, the Hey Arnold one, if you grew up with Hey Arnold, you should watch that Hey Arnold movie because
the Hey Arnold movie is Joe. Yeah,
it's so good. It actually like wraps the story up of Hey Arnold that they never did like earlier. It's really good. The Rocco one's just all right, but I'd love to see more of those. Avatar feels like kind of one, but not really because it's just like anime is so popular, But I think that's drained on Avatar. One Piece, right? Unless you guys got anything else.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
No,
All right. So
I just like it. I'm just not gonna watch 1,000 episodes, so I'm good with
you said it
live action.
earlier, Joe. You just put on like a couple episodes every day. You know, next thing
I
you
said
know,
I said it's possible, but I don't have that type of time. That's other people can do that.
20 minutes a day.
I don't
You could
have
do
20 minutes
that.
a day.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
you
three
do.
different. I have 3 different other responsibilities that are gonna affect that.
All right, it's okay.
It's hard. I have to be at the airport in the morning. Well, no, actually not in the morning. At night, I gotta be at the airport at night, and I'm doing martial arts, and I'm doing content creation. So I don't really have that time.
Stream Marvel's Rivals less, bro, and watch One Piece more. Come on. But all right. So why don't we jump into War Machine?
Yeah,
Yeah, War Machine. All right.
Why don't
I
you start
love
it
War
off, Joe?
Machine. I love War Machine. I watched this movie yesterday. I should have watched it a while ago, but time slipped away from me, and I'm glad I finally watched it. I put up my review last night. I'm really happy with with everything with this movie. It is it's the kind of Netflix movie that I was not expecting to enjoy as much as I get. But of course, you have Alan Richardson at the head of this, and Alan Richardson is just proving that no matter what type of Alan Richardson you get, you're always going to deliver. Well, you got the silly Alan Richardson, like in Playdate, you got the Reacher Alan Richardson, and then you got the serious Alan Richardson, similar to the Reacher one, that just kind of locks in. Whenever he gets a role, he locks into whatever it is, and he just goes for it. And this movie has some great emotional acting from him that I just absolutely adore. And I
think it's in small bits, you know, but it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's not the whole thing. It's
right.
There's the small bits, yes.
Which
But I'm
is
still
well done.
counting
You
the
know,
small bits.
he's mostly, honestly, like he kind of hides his emotions for most of the movie. You know,
Well, that's what makes it. That's what makes it
Yeah.
so. Because if you watch the movie, it makes it so much more impactful because you're seeing him throughout the movie struggle with everything, and then when he finally starts opening up to his team, that's when it really starts getting good. Where you're like, oh.
No, it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't even know, like, so like, just to give people an idea of like what this movie's about. War Machine, it's on Netflix if you want to watch it, right? But like, there's an asteroid that's coming down. He wants to be, well, he doesn't even really want to be. His brother and him made a pact when they were younger to be these like special force rangers, right? And he didn't really want to do it. His brother kind of convinces him really fast. And then like his brother dies. It's like just the very beginning of the movie, not really a spoiler. And he ends up trying to be a ranger from there, you know? And like, it's just like, so there's this asteroid they give you little bits of like in the background of scenes on TVs and stuff, like trying not to make it super important. But if you already know the story, you know the story kind of from the trailers. And you know it's going to be this giant sci-fi robot type deal, right? And the asteroid isn't really an asteroid at all. It's like a giant cluster of different like robotic alien type like machinery, and they're all landing all over the planet. And these guys are going out to like do the last test to become a ranger that Alan Richardson's character almost doesn't get to do because he showed such a lack of emotion for all his comrades that they're about to actually kick him out of the Rangers like testing, and like he'll never be able to do it again. They give him like one last chance, and the last chance when they actually go out and do this, like they come across one of these robots that's just like in the ground. And classic military style, throw a grenade at it. Like they don't even really know what it is, you know? And then like it did nothing to it, and it starts to come alive and like scans everything and then turns red, starts shooting missiles at everybody. Like there's some good scenes, man, with the action and like the constant running away from the robot. Trying, like Alan Richardson that's when he finally comes into his own as a leader because he's forced to. You can see him there for everybody. He struggles though at times, like seeing blood on his hands, thinking back to his brother, like somebody's there for him. Like it's got some good emotional moments for sure. I think if you like Alan Richardson, you should watch the movie. Like it's totally worth a watch. Like it doesn't have like the best of reviews, but I liked it more than the reviews were saying.
I
You
liked
know,
it a
like-
lot.
I think
Yeah.
it's good. I think it's a good film. Mm.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I
Man.
liked. I heard they're trying to get a sequel too. So
Oh yeah, it felt like it set
Yeah,
up for a
it makes
sequel.
sense. It makes sense because
Right.
like when, especially towards the end, like you just kind of see him like grouping up with everybody else, and the war
Sure.
is basically started. You know what I mean? Like for the Earth and stuff.
Right.
Like that, so
And he's the one who figured out how to actually kind of beat them. And they're like, "How did you do that without a weapon?" You know, and it's like,
yeah,
and he tells everybody, "Is like your intel is going to save a lot of lives." And it's like now he can finally sleep because he couldn't because of his brother.
I
You
think-
know, like
yep.
I think what I liked about this, I liked the part I liked the most is that I think they said, "Oh yeah, you hit the cutoff point for the age, innit?" Because I think he's older than like what he's supposed to be a ranger, but it doesn't really stop him. Like they still kind of put him through. They see that he's got the like physical abilities to do it. It's just the mentality is not there because, like, again, like he already lost his team previously. You know what I mean?
I think they were just under the cutoff age because they mention it in the very beginning scene with him and his brother. And his brother, because he says we're already cut off. Like I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that. That was an idea we had when we were kids. We were going to do a thrash band too. Remember? And it's like, no, I already checked. We're not at the cutoff age, you know. And it's like that's like probably I think one of the weakest. And it's not that weak either of the whole thing. Like there's a lot of good emotional beats in the movie, but like that, like, I don't want to be a ranger. He's like, come on, man. We said we would. Come on, man. Do it.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, all right. I guess I'll do it then. It's like, okay. They could have done a little bit more with that. You know what I mean?
I feel
That's the only thing I can say about the whole movie in terms of like that, not feeling like fully built up. That was probably like, and it's such a little nitpick at the same time. You know what I mean? I would rewatch it actually. Like it was a good movie. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. What else we got? What else we got on the docket?
I mean, I think we're almost done. I think we got Kenneth's topics.
We got a few. We got a couple still.
Then we got your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Ken, why don't you, seeing that you have been left out of the last two subjects here, why don't you tell us about Iron Lung and some B stars?
Yeah, I can talk about Iron Lung first. Obviously this is the big Markiplier movie that came out. I was lucky that I still was able to see it in theaters because I was hoping I would miss it. And I think when I tried to look it up if it would ever come to streaming, it's most likely going to be on YouTube where you have to pay because I don't really see Mark having a deal. I don't see Mark because it's all he funds it. It's literally all on Mark. Obviously, it's with other people too, but it's mostly Markiplier's funding that made this movie possible. So I think it makes the most sense since he's a YouTuber. It's going to be on YouTube compared to like, HBO Max or Netflix. I mean, it could be possible. He could strike a deal, but I don't know yet. I will say it is not a perfect movie, but it's a really good, I think it's a really good movie, and I think it's a really good adaptation of Iron Lung as a video game. Now, to be honest, I don't know much about the original game. I used to, but now I didn't retain any of it. So I kind of went into this movie not knowing a lot of details, which I would say you would probably enjoy the movie more if you are a fan of the game, but I think you would still appreciate it even if you didn't know anything about it. And I think it's just an amazing feat that Mark was able to do this because it's literally one guy. You just see Mark the entire movie. You see some other people, but it's mostly Mark. And you hear other characters' voices, but again, it's mostly Mark in a tight little submarine in an iron lung. And it really utilizes camera angles and different shots to make it not boring. Because it could have been a very boring movie because it had all the obstacles to be in a boring movie, but he made it work. And again, not only Mark is in it as the main star, but it also has Troy Baker, who has been in a lot of video games before, like The Last of Us and Death Stranding. Elsie Lovelock, or is her name Elsie or Elise? I can't remember. She's a YouTuber that I'm personally familiar with. She's in that movie. I will say the one thing that I think hurts this movie is that it's a little bit of a too faithful adaptation to the video game, because in a horror video game like The Iron Lung, it is very vague, it is very mysterious, and that's what the appeal it has. However,
Right.
vagueness into a film format doesn't work as good as a video game would be.
Right.
And I
You
think
need story
there's
structure.
right, and I
Yeah,
think
basically.
the story is still good, but I also think Mark was kind of in a situation where he made his own lore for the character that he plays, but he didn't mess around with the lore of the game, which is good, I think, because if he were to create more lore to the actual world of Iron Lung, it would stray way too far. So he's in a way he still met that good middle ground of an adaptation, but again, because it's in a film and there's some vagueness, and again, if you don't know anything about the game, you're gonna be a little lost. That's where I think it kind of hurts. But really, overall, the film is like really good, and like the practical effects are amazing. The acting is good for everyone. It's actually quite funny too. There's some really good jokes in there as well. In like the horror movie that it is. Honestly, I'd probably give it like 9.5, honestly. I could be a little biased because I do like Mark. And again, I just wanted to see a good horror movie, and I haven't seen one in a while. It didn't personally like jump scare me, but it had that vibe. It had the spookiness vibes, and it worked. I would recommend it to anyone if you're just a fan of Markiplier, or you're a fan of Iron Lung, or you just want to see essentially an indie movie, like a movie that's not like a property of some popular IP, something new. So yeah, I would say that's about it that I can say about Iron Lung.
I'm waiting for the Mr. Beast movie.
Oh my god. Actually, there's a Mr. Beast end credit scene in Iron Lung. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, good for Markiplier, man. You know,
That
like
would get him to watch
And
it.
I mean, Markiplier, what I like about Markiplier is that he played the Iron Lung game, and he's like, I love this so much, I want to make a movie. And honestly, for his first ever film that he made out by himself, again, it's an incredible feat. I think that's the one thing that
Oh, yeah.
really impresses about Iron Lung as a film. Whether you want to critique it the way it, like, you can't deny that it's an incredible feat that Mark was able to do, that he was able to fund it himself,
oh yeah,
get people, act it like be a good actor in itself, because that could also have been a problem with like if you just have because it's not the first time YouTubers have made a movie, but typically YouTubers make movies about themselves, and it's like,
Right.
okay, who cares? But Mark, he's
Yeah.
like, this is a whole new character that I'm playing, this is a different, world, this is something that I'm a fan of, like, and I would really love to see him make more movies.
sure.
Honestly.
He probably
and I
will.
think and I think this is a great first step. A great first film that he has
Now,
made.
one thing I never hear about this movie, I hear Markiplier,
Right.
Iron Lung, based on a game. Oh my God, so
Right.
good, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
but how involved is the actual game studio? That's what I really wonder.
I do not
like,
know, but he's in the credits because it's like based on the game. But I think, well, again, because Mark funded it himself, I think from my memory of behind the scenes, because Markiplier was originally going to be in the FNAF movie, because Mark's whole big YouTube thing is
I
around.
did not know that.
Oh, he was originally going to be in the first FNAF movie.
It's going to
but
be
he
in the
couldn't-
third one.
Probably, honestly, since Iron Lung's over, because that was the thing. He couldn't go because of the scheduling conflict with making Iron Lung. He couldn't do FNAF.
Oh yeah,
at
I
that
kind of
time.
remember that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Markiplier. I'm not even big on Mr. Beast. I just like to bring him up.
Yeah, I
They
know.
gotta get him. They
But-
gotta get him in the next Five Nights at Freddy movie. We need to see
I'm
it.
sure he will. I'm sure he will be in the third one. No doubt about that. I would be really I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be too surprised if he wasn't. But no, I think honestly the creator of the game was very hands-on with the making of the film. I can't remember the exact details, but I swear I saw something where Mark, because again, Mark really just loved the game that he wanted to make a movie, and he was very, they essentially made the story together, and they wrote the script together, I'm pretty sure. Where it's like, okay, you can do this, and then I would like to add my own twist on this, blah blah blah. So yeah, I think Iron Lung is one of those things where like this is how you do a really good video game adaptation. Again, I will say the critique is that it just so happens to be a little too faithful, but that's not a big problem for the movie.
Well, some people will love that,
Right,
like
yeah.
so,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
especially for fans of the game. So,
He should make a Kingdom Hearts movie.
oh my God, a Kingdom Hearts movie would be crazy. No, but again, I would really love to see Mark do a different movie. I know I've been watching his Resident Evil 9 videos. Yeah, I've been watching him play.
You get further than me.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I got Resident Evil 9 Part 2 coming soon, all right? So
I'm doing my part 2
if only
tonight.
I knew
so
someone else who was
all
playing
good.
in the game, but unfortunately, I only know Markiplier who's playing Resident Evil 9. What a shame. If only I know
I'm playing tonight,
If only I knew
so-
2 people who have the game. who
What
could
time, Joe?
play.
I'm gonna be I gotta go to bed early tonight, so I'm gonna probably do it at 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
So what, like 2 hours ish? 2.5?
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, 2. Word. I'll be there, bro.
Honestly, I
think
would have hated
Ribbons, Joe.
Markiplier. I would have hated Markiplier being in an RE movie. I wouldn't hate that. I think that would be good.
mean, well, we'll see how this new Resident Evil movie goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this new RE movie goes. Anyway.
Right.
No, but all seriousness, I think Mark should probably, if he's gonna make more movies,
I know they're
I would
important,
love for
Chris.
him to keep doing more indie, unknown kind of franchises like Iron Lung, where it has its own niche kind of community instead of always the big boys, you know, like
Right.
FNAF.
No, I appreciate that too. You know,
Yeah.
like, and it's the way the game spoke to him more than anything. You know, with that kind of that kind of vibe that brought it there, right? Like, not even not to say a mainstream
like he's
game couldn't do
passionate
that,
about it.
right? But yeah, sometimes those niche projects they really just have the love poured into them. You know, it makes just so much more of a compelling like narrative, maybe not even narrative but world.
He even went to the hospital during the film of Iron Lung because the gallons of fake blood used in that movie was insane. Like,
oh wow, I didn't know that. That makes me want to watch it actually.
I'll check this out at some point.
And you should if you
No,
can
I
find a way.
Once it comes, you know, back around YouTube, or I wouldn't be surprised if it does go streaming because you know it's a pull. It's a pull. Why wouldn't the service want that? You know, like people are gonna want to watch the Markiplier movie when it's out on DVD digital. You know, so like,
if you did one independently, then it might as well go to streaming or something. So.
Who knows? It might not be as hard because I know putting a movie in theaters, that's a whole nother story. It's why, like, what we're just talking about with Avatar. I mean, that's not going to theaters now. So, like, yeah, it's very impressive. I'm still just sitting at that first BSAA camp, Chris, in RE9 in Raccoon City. I got to play part 2 still. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ink ribbons, hard to save up. I have so many ink ribbons, dude. It's not even funny, bro. I know how to play Resident Evil, all right? Like, I love Resident Evil, so long time fan. I got no problem playing that game. Unfortunately, the part I'm at, I've done everything up to that point twice now because I played it without streaming it, and then I was like, you know what? I got to stream Resident Evil 9 and redid everything I did.
And then you got to the same part that you were when you weren't streaming
exactly. I could probably have it beat already if I didn't stream it, but whatever.
You were logged in.
Yeah. I know. Not locked in, dude.
Not logged in. But I can talk about Beastars as well a little bit.
Yeah, tell us a little about Beastars
before. Oh yeah, Beastars. Yeah,
right, I will.
I have no idea what it is.
So, Beastars is an anime that I've been watching, not this One Piece. No offense. I'm just kidding. Beastars, the way I can properly describe it is think of it as a mature Zootopia in a way, where it is about animals living in a human-like society. But instead of where Zootopia did the whole like, oh, predator versus prey, they're not comfortable by each other existing, it goes deeper than that. And there's this whole thing where like there's like gangs, there's like a black market where you can eat the herbivores that the carnivores can go to and eat them. And basically the whole story revolves around a wolf named Legoshi and a white rabbit named Haru. And their whole thing is like they're in love with each other, but it kind of does that whole forbidden interspecies romance. So like, oh, you're a herbivore, he's a carnivore, you can't be together because what if he eats you? What if he like lets go of his instincts and like decides to eat you one night? And like it goes into that and like they're set. First it sets in a high school, but then they go outside of the high school again once they hit the black market and the whole gang member side of things.
It's an anime in high school?
It starts
No
in
way.
it starts
I'm just
there, but
kidding.
then it's what I like about it is that you actually see them go from high school to college pretty quickly. So
That's cool.
yeah. And it's also like 3D anime, and it's not
Okay.
hand drawn. It's a little mixture of both. I think it's created by Orange Studio, which is known for their really good 3D anime. Like, I can't remember actually any of their titles, but I used to watch their other things too. There's like a Crystal one that they did, I think, but I can't remember. But it's really visually good. My thing is that season 3 came out, and that was the finale for the anime, and they cut season 3 into 2 parts. And I thought the first part of season 3 was really good, but then the second part was very lackluster. Unfortunately,
What about it?
it was surprisingly anticlimactic, and then they wrapped it up in an epilogue where the credits were rolling. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm trying to plot happens, right? And then it's like, okay, Haru and Legoshi, they're like, we don't care what society thinks, we're gonna be together and we're gonna have a family, because that's another thing too. That gets added to the plot is that the idea of hybrid animals existing. So you can't so like a rabbit and a wolf could have kids. They could have like hybrid kids, because then this is a spoiler warning, but I'm just gonna say it for the sake. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it.
It's okay.
that's cool.
Legoshi finds out that he's wolf and half Komodo dragon. So he has like some scales like growing like underneath his fur. So that's like so like that's the whole thing where he's going through, where he's like, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. We can be together because I'm a hybrid. And then there's some other subplots where like a deer, Louis, he's a vital character in the plot, where he's like, I may be a deer, but I'm gonna take over this lion gang member group. And then so he does that, and then he tries to like again like, oh, a herbivore taking over the black market. That's crazy. Oh, sorry, I'm just jumping around. So back to the hybrid thing. The whole vocal point of season 3 is that the bad guy is revealed to be this guy named Melon, and he is a gazelle and leopard hybrid. And basically his conflict is with Legoshi's like, why do you like hate being a hybrid? Like, it's fine. And then he's like, well, I feel more leopard than I do gazelle, and like that kind of just like internal conflict of like, if it like, does he identify being a herbivore or a carnivore? And like they have this big fight, and then it ends, and then it's like, okay. And there's also, I was talking with some friends of mine, they cut a lot out from the manga, because that's why it felt so anticlimactic to me, because there were some big parts missing, and it also felt like the second half of season 3 was jumping from plot point to plot point, and then they just wrapped it up, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's over now. Like, it's weird that it's over, and I don't think every
Yeah.
story needs a big boom of an ending, but it felt so weird that they were setting up like how their society works, the black market, the gang members, the leopard gazelle hybrid, and Legoshi being a hybrid too. It's like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. Like, it's finished now. And also the same thing with like the relationship between Haru and Legoshi, where it kind of, they played on the whole like, oh, we can't be together, we're two different species, blah blah blah. But they don't really grow as a couple, I feel like, compared to, I guess there is better character development between the two of them in the manga. In the anime, though, it jumps very fast to them being in a
Right.
relationship.
Okay.
So like, there's no proper build up, or like there's build up, but I don't know. It was
Sure.
just a little just disappointing. I still think it's a very good anime, especially season 1 and 2. And I would still recommend it, especially, I guess, if
Yeah.
you did like Zootopia and you would want a more mature version of that story. I would still recommend it, and then maybe see
Okay.
season 3 for yourself.
Where can you watch it?
Netflix.
Okay.
3
Cool.
seasons are on
So
Netflix.
not a Shonen Jump.
Nope, not a shonen.
Okay.
It's like
That
a
sounds
murder
cool.
mystery. It's like a murder mystery drama, slice
Alright.
of life rolled into
No,
one.
it's cool to just have different things, you know? Something that's just a little unique compared to the general like mainstream stuff that
Right.
comes out, you know? But
But
Yeah.
even though season 3 of Beastars was disappointing to me, however, I'm excited on Thursday. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo, right?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part
JoJo.
7 comes out on Netflix. I'm so excited.
Damn, I
Oh
thought
my
I
God.
finished.
I have a special place in my heart for JoJo. So
I want to say in the chat too, Retro says he's talking about learning to speed run the Resident Evil games. Good fucking luck. Like, bro, speed running is not
Yeah,
an
that's
easy
ridiculous,
thing to
man.
do at
I
all.
can't do it.
Look
I
up
don't
what
even
these speed runners do, bro. Like, look up how they learn how to speed run. They literally play the same game day after day after day, replaying the same levels over and over and like learning how to break them. Like there's a whole new way to learn how to play games if you want to speed run. You have to like learn how to break through walls, how to break through levels. They learn how to skip over mass amounts of content so that they can get to the end of the game even faster. Like it's not like being a normal one. Yeah, but look up the we've talked about this before, Retro. Like a year ago you were talking about speed running Resident Evil 2, and I was like, good luck then. You know what I mean? Like, look up the speed runs, dude. They're like an hour. They're like maybe less than an hour. It's insane. Like, these people literally just break through levels. If you can't break through levels, you have to learn how to. You know what I mean? Like, and practice that over and over and over down to a science. That's why only so many people really do the speed runs. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy, man. It's a whole other
especially for a game like that as well.
Right. It's rough. It's really rough. Good luck to you.
Retro, the Sweet Tooth. I've heard about Sweet Tooth, yeah, the hybrids, but Sweet Tooth is like, I think, isn't it like an animal-human hybrid? Well, again, Beastars is...
I do not like Sweet Tooth.
You don't like Sweet Tooth? I remember my dad was watching it. I never got into it. But Beastars is obviously, again, it's like
the comic is so much better than the show. It's a Netflix show, and I just it's way too whimsical. The same thing as Lock and Key. They kind of ruined that too by making it way too whimsical when that's about a serial killer and like dark stuff, and they totally underplay that. And I think Sweet Tooth does similar things if you know the source material. It's like I was saying earlier, the more you know source material, the less you'll probably like an adaptation. That's what I think Iron Lung is a different case, though, from everything you're saying and what I've heard. Yeah. You know, like you appreciate.
I think this way. I think for Iron Lung, you just said it will imply more to play the game based.
Yeah,
but that's part of that is it's a passion project.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
and you could tell,
wanted it to be that way. Exactly. While Sweet Tooth is not a passion project. No, Lock and Key is not a passion project. There's just Netflix trying to churn out more shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, nothing. They're not horrible. I'm not saying that. I just didn't.
But it
prefer
has
them
its
myself.
issues. Yeah.
Right.
The last thing I want to say about Beastars that I'm want to get. To be more specific about it is like the reason why it's called Beastars is like there's some special title for an animal to become the Beast Star, and it can be any animal. You just have to be like very extraordinary. And then again, like how I was saying that it's more of a mature Zootopia is like because there's like sex and there's drugs and there's murder, and to the whole thing about like the drugs is like again it's under a society where like carnivores being carnivores is it's a very taboo subject because they all have personalities, these animals, because again they're very human-like, so it's essentially like eating another person. And I really just like how it explores the more animalistic side compared to like Zootopia, which is underneath a kid film, so it's a little more restrictive. But like they're trying to like the bad guys trying to like people are trying to cause chaos in the society that Beastars built, where it's like there's like these energy drinks that make the carnivores, you know, act crazy and then go on like a murder spree or killing spree with herbivores, and like that's where it kind of like it's a really cool concept of a show, I would say. Again, the adaptation of the anime. And I have not read the manga, so I don't know what exactly gets cut out. And I would like to try to read the manga to compare the ending. But yeah, even though season 3 kind of fell flat, I would still say it's a very good show and I don't know, it was just fun. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's it. That's my Beastars and Iron Lung take.
Totally. We got a couple things here left. Retro, we're kind of like, we're trying to make these episodes 2 hours. So I don't want to dive into all of that. You know what I mean? Like, everything you said, yeah, we're looking forward to everything, man. All the superhero stuff coming out, Dune, Odyssey,
Lots of stuff.
yeah, Project Hail Mary. I mean, I might see that one.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, it's all the superhero stuff. You know, like we talk about it pretty much every week.
So much stuff.
Right.
It's a lot.
But we got a few other things. So, Chris, why don't you tell us about One Punch Man season 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So, just to give people the background check, if you don't know what One Punch Man is, it's basically.
Everyone knows One Punch Man, damn it! You don't, you're living under a rock.
Nah.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man is basically like a superhero anime type of show, and it's about this guy who basically becomes like the strongest hero, but he's not technically he's not the strongest hero because he hasn't gone through the class ranking system. So he's right now he's in like this B rank, the CB rank right now he is in, but he's really a S class hero. But obviously everyone doesn't think that he is. But yeah,
right.
So basically he's got like a disciple called Genos. And then Genos is trying to understand like how he becomes stronger. And obviously Genos is like a cyborg, but as much as he's a cyborg, he's an S-class hero, but he still goes to like Saitama, who's the main character. And he goes to him and he's like, Master, how do I become stronger? How do I become better? Like, do I train like this? Do I train like that? And obviously, like Saitama, he's quite like he's one of those guys that's just like he's just randomly funny because he'll just do random stuff just to make you laugh, but then when he gets serious is when he gets serious. And then,
right.
So yeah, I think for this show, what happened was that I heard a lot of rumors about season 3 being bad, and the animation was poor, the story wasn't all the way there. And then I finished season 3 last week, and I thought, okay, what was people complaining about again? So I kind of just quickly skimmed through it again. And a lot of people were complaining about the animation, they're complaining about story, saying that story like why there wasn't much of the main characters in this show. And I feel like the reason why they did that is because season 3 it needed to flesh out the S-class heroes because you know who they are, but you don't know exactly what they do or what their powers are. So this season had to be fleshed out in a way where it was like, okay, we're getting these S-class heroes, we're getting this person, we're getting like a zombie hero, we're getting like a samurai hero, we're getting like all these different types of heroes. They're all getting a different backstory of like what they're trying to do and how they're defeating basically the Monsters Association, who's like the main organization. And I think what I liked about this is that it separated each it separated basically each character to have like its own little story, like not like a story arc, but just like, okay, this character's fighting this villain, this character's fighting this villain, and then you see their powers and you see what's going on. So it was just like, I was watching that, I was like, okay, cool, this is fine. I don't mind seeing that because I felt like in the first 2 seasons, the first season was really good, but we didn't know what the S-class heroes were really like. So when we saw season 3, it's like, okay, so this is how the S-class heroes really move and stuff like that. And even them, they weren't even they're not very trusting of Saitama, and they're not very trusting of Genos, even though Genos is an S-class hero. And it's like they're looking at them too, like, oh no, we can't really include them because they might mess things up. Let's just do it ourselves and try and save who we save and get rid of the monsters. So they end up kind of doing that. But Saitama, because he lives in the monster zone, and like he's basically just walking through there, and he's just walking around and just like, oh yeah, what's going on down here? So he would just go down into the sewers and just check out what's going on randomly, and then so like that. So it was just
I could see like people complaining because this tends to be a thing in anything that does this, right? Where you're taking focus off the main character and now you're putting it on the other characters, right? And people are like, I just wanted to be about One Punch Man. Like there's a similar complaint about Reacher even in season 2 that it's about more of his team. You know what I mean? Because they like tried to do this team thing, and it's not all about Reacher the way that like season 1 was. Right. You know, people, it just always seems to be a thing, but it's like you got to develop other characters too. That's
my main thing, and it's just like I felt like this season had to happen because we need character development for the other heroes. Like the X-Class heroes were just features in the first 2 seasons, and
I think it's okay to have other.
But,
I think, pardon me, Chris. I think it's okay to have other. I think it's okay to have other other characters get shine sometimes in these other seasons. Like what you're right, Luke. Your example of Reacher season 2 is really good because while Reacher season 2 is
Yeah,
my
yeah,
least
yeah.
favorite season of the bunch, I
Mm,
still think that it still is Reacher. But you're getting
yeah.
these storylines with these characters. You might really like Reacher, but maybe you're watching these other shows and you might be like, oh, it's season 2. I actually really like this character,
This
and I
character,
still like
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Reacher, but I
That's
also like
right,
this guy.
Yeah.
right, right. So
Side
that's
characters
what it
shine,
was.
man. Sometimes your
Thank you.
supporting characters are like more likable than your main characters.
Mhm.
Like
That's
that
what I'm
happens
trying to
plenty of
say.
times. Right.
Right.
Naruto
So
with Sasuke.
that,
People fucking love Sasuke, but he wasn't the main character. You know what I
that's
mean?
what I'm
Like,
saying. You know what I'm saying? But he still got a good, great arc. So like, that's what I wanted to know with.
Hey,
That's
Melissa.
what I saw with One Punch Man with season 3. So I was just like, I'm happy with what we got. And then hopefully going into season 4, we can get like more from Saitama and Genos. And now we back to those two. Like, so what are they going to
sure.
do? How are they going to respond to this? And the thing is like people were complaining about the animation. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I really have to give a shot to the anime community because they just kind of get on my nerves when they do this. It's like, why do you care so much about the animation? Like, I understand I want the animation to be really good and stuff, but it's like, you don't know what these companies go through on a day-to-day basis when it comes to like the actual
Right.
anime, like making an anime and stuff like that. People really
And they're
die from this
so
sort of things. Like, they're
underpaid and
so-
overworked. It's insane.
exactly.
Right.
That's my thing. And I'm just there
Right.
listening. I'm just there listening to these arguments, and I'm just like, this is pointless. Like, we never used to argue about animation back in the day when watching anime. Now it's become a thing like, oh, this animation is not good. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that if the animation was like completely blurry, of course I'm not gonna watch it. But the animation was fine for the most part from what I saw anyway. I just felt like
Right.
people were complaining for no reason. I was just like, what are you guys talking about? Do you?
The
you know?
animation thing makes me want to watch it. Like, so I can have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
get it. Like, even going back to the One Piece thing, and part of why I feel the way I do about the One Piece, like the anime being better, is like I grew up around a lot of anime snobs. Like for real. Like, and I know like none of us are really caught up on One Piece, but like they would talk about like, oh, the animation's so nice in these couple of shots, isn't it?
Oh,
So
my
fucked.
days.
Yeah,
But
you know what I mean? Like, because they actually put money in when Luffy's on the screen or whatever, and it's like this.
But you
is
see,
so
that's the thing. But you
ultra-focused.
see, sometimes with that as well, exactly. That type of animation, sometimes it takes away from the focus of like what the story is. Like that's what it is about with me. And it's like I like an animation to have some grit to it. You know what I mean? And One Punch Man has shown that like it can have some grit to it. Like the first 2 seasons, I will say the animation is a lot better. But I don't think season 3 was bad, was completely bad how people were making it out to be. I was like, this is still completely watchable. It's just it started off a little bit shaky. So by the time I got to like episode 3, I was like, okay, this is better. This is fine. Like, why would people? I just don't know. Maybe I'm one of the old school anime watchers where I just don't care about.
Dude,
I like to watch it how I watch it. You know what I
might be
mean?
there
So
with you, man, because honestly, like Chris, you're talking about remaking Dragon Ball Z. So they already did Dragon Ball Kai, right? I fucking hate Dragon Ball Kai, bro. I fucking hate Dragon Ball Kai so much, and like they gut it. Like I don't want it. I don't want it. I want my original animation. I want my '90s animation. Yeah,
fair enough.
personally.
Like I like how Kai kind of like got to the point. I respect that a lot because in the older anime, it did take a long time to get to certain points and stuff.
But
so,
I still like
you know
that. Me
You know what I mean?
personally,
But,
you know what I mean? Like,
I like how but I like how in Dragon Ball Kai it just got more to the point. But I do admit
Right.
that animation for that may not have been as shaky though. You know.
yeah, no, I love that original. I grew up with the original anime. And I love the style. I don't care that it takes forever. I just like it. I've tried to watch Kai and I'm just like, yo, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? Like other people can like it, sure, whatever, but not a fan personally.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't even like Dragon Ball Super, to be honest. Like I like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and even GT. Even though GT is not great, I still like
GT has some cool aspects. I'm not a big fan of it, but it has some cool aspects.
Right. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 is way cooler than any Super Saiyan version they came up with in Super, if it's up to me.
Yeah, I wish they kind of
Like,
continued that. I do wish they continued the Super Saiyan.
Right. I hate blue and red and all. Like, now we're just doing the colors of the rainbow as Super Saiyan. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, Dragon Ball OG Z is great. OG is amazing. That's the Frieza saga in the original anime is amazing. All right, we only got a couple more subjects, so let's try to blast through. I'll leave Toxic Commando for the end. Why don't you do Pragmata?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
Pragmata, okay.
played the demo recently, and I really, really liked it. I think it's gonna be a really good game when it comes out. It scratched that itch for me when it comes to video games, because after I finished, the Jedi games, I was like, okay, now it's really Marvel Rivals or Slay the Princess for me, which is the two games that I've been playing the most. But it has that story that, obviously it's not the full story because obviously it's just the demo, but it gives you the taste of what the story's going to be. And I think the game mechanics is like really fun. So you can get different guns and you shoot at the robots with the demo. And then obviously that little girl, Diana, that's with you, you basically you're doing two things at once, where you're shooting as the main guy, you're shooting the robots, the enemies, but then on the side you have Diana and she's like hacking into them, and you just have to like,
Oh, cool.
I don't know how to describe it. You like crossboard into like hacking them and getting into like the green circle,
Sure.
and then it will just explode. Like it's difficult, but it's also satisfying.
There's a strategy to it. It's not just point and shoot.
Right. Yeah. No.
I like that. I like that.
It's a lot.
That almost reminds me of just especially with the style of the graphics. Kind of Horizon Zero Dawn comes to mind a little bit, like, because as much as it is point and shoot, like you turn up the difficulty on Horizon, like especially in the second game, and you really got to aim for those weak points. You really got to learn your weak points on all of these things, because like you can shoot canisters off of machines and everything. And like I know you said you fight robots or whatever in Pragmata, right? That's similar, right? But she's the one hitting the weak points through hacking through them. That all sounds cooler, to be honest.
And and you can collect different. So like you have your primary gun, but then you can use 3 guns at once. Well, not at once, but you have 3 of them in your inventory, and you can swap to them whenever. You do have to reload them, obviously, if you run out of ammo. But like there's your gun that you start off with, but then you have this one gun that's like, okay, use this when you're in close.
Oh, wow.
We lost Kenna.
Oh no! Right in the middle of it. Yeah, I need to play the Pragmata demo myself.
Yeah, I played demo myself. I played demo myself.
I gotta check it out.
So.
It sounds.
She's back. Hold on 1 second. It does.
That must have been evil. Why did you do that to me?
I didn't do anything.
I know. Now I'm blaming it on you. You're the host. Wow. Wow, I see how it is. No, but anyways, there's a gun where it's like, okay, you're close range, and then it blows them up. Or like, there's another gun that's like a shockwave gun, I think it's called, and that really blows them up. But you're mostly using the primary gun. And then the little girl. I know Luke did kick me. It's fucked up, Retro. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
Be funny.
So,
He's getting blocked and reported.
And then I put Mr. Beast on.
Just a quick one, Kenna. Did you see when you was playing the demo? Like, did you feel like the when you're aiming and you're hacking with the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it got a bit overcrowded on the screen, or do you feel like it's fine?
Not at all.
You didn't. Okay.
I thought it was perfectly balanced, because so like the hacking thing, it's like just on the side.
Thank you,
And then you can also, not only can you collect different guns, but you can collect more things to do with that girl hacking. Like I collected like this defense shield, so like you don't always have to get it, but it really helps you in the fight, where if you're like crossing, you can cross down to the shield and then to the green circle, which is what you need to hit in the end to actually get the attack. There's also the difficulty is that you also have to be smart, because there's like red like warning triangles, and if you hit those while you're hacking or crossing, it will make you restart it. But
you just made me kind of hyped for this game, because I haven't
known. I think it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good.
Honestly, at first I was a little nervous that I wasn't gonna like it, or like it would be too hard for me. And it lets you in the demo. It lets you pick either the standard mode or casual. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna do the standard mode. And it really wasn't again, like, because you don't want a game that's too easy, right?
Oh, yeah. I hate
like,
that. Final Fantasy 16.
But really, oh my god. So it lets you do its thing, right? You're practicing, and then the last thing you do is fight the first boss battle, essentially. And it is fun, but it's hard, and I like barely survived. I don't think I even died. I don't think I died. I was very close to dying when playing the demo, but I did not die once. And again, it's like has that thing where like it gives you the story where you're looking around and basically the story what I'm picking up on is that this main guy has the girl, and then the girl doesn't really understand what's going on, and like he's like taking her off Mars, I think. Yeah, I think, or some outer space, and trying to get back to Earth, and I think there's some lying going on because while they're fighting the robots, she's like, do you know these guys? Or like, are you sure that you work here? Like, she's a little sus of him. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. But like, they're helping each other. So I'm very excited with the story and just the game. Like, again, the game mechanics, it's like fun. It's like really fun. So
They're making me
Yeah, no, I'm
pumped.
sure it is.
So the release date for Pragmata is actually a month from today. It's April 17th.
Oh my
So-
I'll
goodness.
probably be getting that deeper more into the summer.
I mean, you can
And-
also pre-order it right now as well.
Right, and it's coming to all consoles except Switch 2 is getting it April 24th. So, and that's good. That's really impressive for Switch a bit. I'd rather see day one, but like, I mean, look at the Switch 1 where it was like you'd wait like years sometimes for games to come out that had come out years ago. So that's an improvement. Good on
And to
them.
be honest, I would also replay the demo. I've been feeling like
Really?
doing it just for
Damn.
I think I get that. It's
I
that
used to do
good
that.
to me.
You know, when we were kids, like my age especially, we grew up with demos all the time, right?
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah, I would replay demos all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when the 360 came out and Dead Rising was like one of the big like first titles?
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
I played
demo.
that Dead Rising demo so many times. And
Different.
retro Final Fantasy 16, yeah, the story, I didn't fully beat it. I'm sure the story is good, but it was one of the easiest games I've ever played, even on hard, that it just disappointed me so much. And there's so many cutscenes. Be like, here's a really easy boss fight that you could literally spam one button through the whole time. And then here's another cutscene. Walk down a hallway. Here's another cutscene. Here's another cutscene. It was almost like a cutscene generator more than a video game. Like, it's weird.
Oh, another thing. Oh, yeah. Another reason why I want to replay the demo is that after you beat it, you get like a new suit for the guy that you're playing, and I don't know what it looks like.
Well, that's
But I
Capcom.
equipped it, so I'm like, I want to play it when I see it. Yeah. Again, Capcom. I was just gonna say, like, if like it seems like two big hitters for Capcom, RE9 and Pragmata. I think that will be the biggest games.
Yeah, definitely.
And if RE9 won't win anything for Game Awards, Pragmata definitely will. I don't doubt that RE9 will win things. I'm just saying
It will probably win something.
well,
Who knows if it'll win Game of the
something, no
Year,
doubt about
but
that. Yeah.
it's a Game of the Year contender for sure.
Yes.
What was this? I think Chris just said something I wanted to. No, I don't know. It's all good. Oh, well, Capcom. So, yeah, I mean, every time you beat Resident Evil, there's part of the beauty of Capcom games, Resident Evil games, is like you beat them once, you're not done. A lot of times you'll beat a game once and you'll be like, I beat it, that was it. You know what I mean? Like,
But there's more.
no, like, yeah, you got a whole second playthrough with a whole new store of items you can get and unlimited ammo or new weapons that weren't in the game, like new outfits that weren't in the first playthrough, all kinds of stuff like that. It makes for Resident Evil, every Resident Evil game, I like to play way more than once. I like to like get everything unlocked and play through it a couple times. Makes it so enjoyable, I gotta say. We only got one thing left, unless you got anything left about Pragmata. I hope it's a bomb game, though.
Yeah, I think really good game.
Unfortunately, it's going to be $70. That's the only one,
that's
right?
what I'm like.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, I wish I could get this day one, but I'm realistically not. It's not gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait
It's
till
gonna be
that
a while
summer
till I actually play the game.
deeper more into the summer to get.
Original FF7. Now, are you talking about the Crisis Core remake or the original Crisis Core? I tried to play that Crisis Core remake. Not for me, man. I like the standard Final Fantasy games. Crisis Core.
Oh, the original. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost feels a little mobile-esque in ways, which I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I
of
get it
that.
because the original was on the PSP. That's why. So
Right. Oh, yeah. It's a remake of the PSP game on console.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. Yeah, it's got
that's
that mobile gaming vibe to it on from a Final Fantasy perspective. What up, White Vision Prime? So we got one left then, and that is Toxic Commando.
Yeah, tell me
John
about that because
Carpenter's.
I need another zombie kind of like multiplayer game to play or something.
Well, dude,
so.
it's good. It's good. It's not like blow me away, but like if you like Left 4 Dead 2, like, and they tried to do do Back 4 Blood is like the Left 4 Dead successor, right? But
right. Yeah,
it didn't
that
hit.
wouldn't work.
It didn't hit.
Yeah.
This, everybody is kind of having a good time with this, and it's kind of hitting. Everybody I play with online with it, like they're liking it. Mr. Z that just said hello, I just met her the other day playing it. I've met a few new people, got a few new followers playing it. Like it's fun. I'm enjoying it for sure. Is Joe frozen, or are you just extremely? Are you like Drax? Oh, you are like Drax. He's just like
he's extremely still.
Extremely.
I'm listening. I'm doing it how podcasts are supposed to. I'm not interrupting.
No, you're fine. You just were so still.
I know. I thought there was
you were frozen
something.
for a
was
second.
broken or something. I was like, wait, hold on.
No, man,
just
I'm like Iron
Right at the
Fist in the
museum.
Luke Cage. I'm like Iron Fist in the Luke Cage thing.
fair enough,
I'm in pure stillness right now. You know, just vibing.
Sure. I already beat Toxic Commando on normal.
Okay.
And it does get challenging on normal even. But now, like, so those types of games, like, they're huge replay value. You got to unlock all these things, level up all these weapons, right? Get all this customization unlocked. And so you unlock new difficulties, right? So like very hard's still locked until you beat the game on hard. I'm just starting the game over on hard. And oh my God, dude, sometimes it's so rough. Like, and that's what I want out of it. It's what I want out of my zombie horde game is like difficulty. And it's from the creators of World War Z and actually SnowRunner, right? So you get like that wench mechanic that they have in SnowRunner to get through mud, because you got to drive through mud every once in a while, you know, like you got these decked out vehicles with weapons, and man, the hordes that come in is straight up like World War Z. Like you will see just a massive amount of zombies coming from over a hill and like making their way, and they got to like get over a fence, and like you're trying to stop them as much as possible. People are putting up turrets, people are putting up like mortars, like everything they can to stop it, electric fences, like barbed wire fences. It's fun, man. If you're in the horde games, zombie games, like it's a good time, and it's only $40. That's the nice thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's on all platforms. It is fun. I'd play with you, Joe, if you get it, or you could
get that in a month or two. Yeah, definitely. I'll get that in a month or two. I need something like that to play anyway. So.
Sure. And the $40 price tag, man, is so big nowadays. If you can get that game to be $40, you're gonna get so many more people to buy it, because everyone's so sick of this $70 game shit.
Honestly, I mean.
And then like we talk about Game of the Year contenders, and it's like GTA 6 is gonna. They're talking about making that game $80 to $100.
$80 to $100,
right? Because they.
But the thing is, I know see with that though. I believe people would buy that. Will spend $100 or $100.
They won't complain about it, but they will buy it. Yeah, because it's GTA. It's going to blow away all records of sales for everything that's before it. It's gonna, like, GTA 5 literally broke all the records already. And of course they've been beaten by like Minecraft and like some other stuff since then. I think 6 is gonna just blow away everything. And if they put a build mode in GTA 6, like now you got Minecraft beat. I think. But speaking of build modes, that Pokopia. Just a little shout out to that game too. That just
that game is popping off on Nintendo, man.
Yes, it is. Man. I haven't.
It's about time they made a good Pokemon game, man. Because like Pokemon's been flipping. Won a super power world, and then they just don't make a good Pokemon. Come on, Seriously.
It's basically Animal Crossing, but Pokemon, which just sounds like a way better Animal Crossing to me. You know, like Animal Crossing kind of, you know, once you kind of done all the things to do, it's just like, all right, just have fun and keep building. Like Pokopia, there's more to it. You know what I mean? Like you keep
It makes
catching
sense,
Pokemon.
man.
Yeah, no,
It makes
totally.
sense. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand the mindset. I just don't understand the mindset of a lot of the Pokemon developers had. And then when Power came out, it was like, oh, we have to sue them because they're copying. It's like, but it's still a different game. It's not exactly the same. It's still different. So, like, if you guys are not making a good product, somebody independently is going to do it. And what we see for the last couple of years, independent games have been running the scene.
I mean, dude, Power World. And like, how many people say Power World is better than the new Pokemon games? You know, like I think it is. Like I got that new Pokemon game ZA. I fucking do not like it. You know, like I
heard a lot of people do not.
I don't like it. I did not like it, man. What do we got here in the chat? So we're out of topics. We've talked all our topics. So
we yaddled.
We did. We yaddled away. We'll answer a couple more chats up in here, and we'll be ending the stream soon. So if you guys have anything, I'd get it out there now.
Okay, looks like I got a chat here from White Vision Prime. So you watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind yet? I haven't watched it yet.
Is there a new one?
What platform is that on White Vision Prime?
Because that's a remake, right? That title sounds very familiar. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a remake from the 70s, isn't it? Yeah.
We got Jake talking about Human Torch getting buffed since Underground's
Human
a
Torch is getting
player.
buffed. Daredevil's getting nerfed.
Human Torch needs
is
it.
getting nerfed. Who
They
else?
need nerf Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl. Like why?
Yeah, I'm buff Mr. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, sure. Well, if you're a good Mr. Fantastic, you can kill it, man. Like some of those guys, they're like so hard to kill. Same with Rogue. You know, like where they annoy me. You know, like after you play a couple matches with a good Rogue or a good Fantastic, you're like ban him. And it's like everybody like I love that. Like or somebody banning Groot where it's like he's not normally banned, but like somebody just had an awful match against a really good Groot and they're
That's
like,
how I feel.
ban this guy.
That's how I feel after like going against a good Iron Man. I'd be like,
sure.
Okay, ban Iron Man. Ban him.
Yeah. I play Iron Man and they say switch, so
yeah, and then they report you.
Yeah. I get reported all the time, man.
Amazon Prime and YouTube. Okay,
Rivals,
I'll check it
they're
out.
Always listening to what you say.
I'll add it to my list. I'll add it to my list. White Vision Prime.
Well, Jake, Daredevil has gotten nerfed before, and it honestly wasn't that bad. I feel like, unless it makes a character literally almost unplayable, like Blade in Marvel Rivals, I think a slight nerf does it.
Cap too back in the day.
Yeah, how bad is this, Jake? How bad is this nerf? Is it really bad, or how big of a nerf is it?
Because I don't know. I think I bet because the last time that Daredevil got nerfed, I didn't notice a difference. I said, Melissa, still Daredevil. So
Melissa, you missed it earlier. We talked about the early reviews for Daredevil, and I'll also be doing a video tonight about the early reviews. So if you missed it here, you can replay the stream on video form later.
Melissa.
But also I'll be doing an in-depth review where we're gonna sit there and I might like literally read through them for you guys. So we'll talk about what each of them are in. So I'm gonna do a much more in-depth breakdown discussion on it because I am hyped.
Nice. Yeah, man. I mean, it's
that's my guy,
season.
man. That's the Marvel character that nobody can hold a candle to for me. So.
Also, Melissa, it's all in the very beginning of the episode too. So if you restart it, it'll be right there. All the Marvel talk, Daredevil, Spider-Man, all that is right in the beginning of the episode.
I'm not sure, Jake. You should look it up and find out. Okay, and then AJ said, but it's confirmed the new Disclosure trailer just dropped, and now we think it's a secret sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, hold up. Retro Lad said, "I can't wait for that Marvel Token Souls."
Yes.
That will be
So
Yeah, that'll be
Can't wait
cool.
for that.
That's cool.
anybody who's a fighting game fan in here, Joe wants to do tournaments. All right.
Yeah, man.
So I'm so
Sheesh.
down. I'm so
Yeah,
down, though.
same.
Let's all get everybody on board here with these fighting games that are coming because we
Oh,
got
boy.
superhero fighters, man. Yes, that's what we want. Like, give me the Marvel Token Souls, and it plays like Dragon Ball Fighters, if you know that.
Yeah, exactly,
Like, it's the
yeah.
We
same
need
people.
another
So good.
Marvel fighting game. Like, do you guys remember on PS2? You guys remember Rise of the Imperfects?
No.
Do you guys
I don't
ever
know
play
that.
it? Okay,
No.
Chris, do you remember that one? Rise of the Imperfects?
Kind of vaguely.
Yeah. So that
Sounds
would
like
be
another
cool.
game to check out.
All right,
Retro
I'll check
Lad,
that out.
I'd like
Retro
to
said
see
X-Men.
X-Men Arcade
Sounds
guys,
familiar, but yeah,
6
yeah.
players. Interesting.
So as well as Marvel Token Souls, there's also Invincible Versus. I don't know if everybody's looking at that as much.
Yeah, I'm looking at that as well. I'm
getting that as well. I
Yeah.
definitely want to
that
get
one should
both
be
of them.
fun.
Yeah, and have fun with it while it's new and the fan base is like thriving. Like that's sometimes these online games it's best to jump on them immediately because like they're alive, like people are playing whether they're good
they're
or they're
popping.
bad, like so you get that whole spectrum because if you wait to play a fighter like a few years in, dude, you're going to be playing against all sweats because all the casuals left, like. So fighters, I like to jump right on. Also,
for
with the
sure.
X-Men arcade game, they got the Marvel Maximum Collection coming out, and that's like all the old arcade Marvel games,
Yeah,
man.
that's looking good. I'm
It
looking forward to
looks
that. Yeah.
awesome.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we'll definitely be playing that up too. Jake already pre-ordered Token Souls. Nice, dude. You're gonna get your butt beat, dude. You're gonna get your butt beat into the ground. That cake is gonna get smashed, dude. Not,
Dang.
not in a bad way.
The cake is. Hey, what's up, Skidra?
Okay, Luke.
Yeah. And then
What's going on,
Tekken
Skidra? We're
OG,
just
I
getting
don't
ready
know
to
about
wrap
the
up. But
Tekken.
if you have any questions for the hosts here before we wrap up, let us know.
Want to say thank you though to everybody who's watching, everybody who showed up, gave us some love. This is actually right now our biggest episode. We have 15 viewers right now across all platforms, and we have held a steady number through the whole episode. So thank you all very
The new
much.
format we discussed is working. It really is.
Yeah,
It-
and we got
Oh,
revamps
definitely.
coming too. We're gonna have all kinds of new developments coming in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, we
Things
should
are starting
we
to come
should-
back to life.
We should tell you guys about the big news. There is one major change that we have to announce for next week, guys. Next week we're gonna be live at 2:00 Central Time. Me and Kenneth's time, and then Luke and them they have the other time.
Oh, yes, Joe. Yes, very important, guys. We're moving times for the podcast.
And moving
this
days.
This is our last episode on Tuesday for now. We'll see how things go. And things change as life goes, But next week we're going to be Wednesday. We're going to be earlier in the day now too. We're going to be at 3 p.m. EST. So Eastern Standard Time, right? Apply that to your time zone, like Joe and Kenna's time zone. They're two, like so. Just base it off Eastern Standard Time, like the rest of the world does when it comes to the releases and such. All right, New York and Massachusetts.
That also works because also works because I believe my dates are correct. I believe by next Wednesday we should all make it a goal to watch Daredevil since it drops Tuesday night. At least the first episode comes out. So that's gonna be our next week's show. That's gonna be our next week's show to talk about. So
sure,
yeah,
you guys should all check out. Joe's probably going to do a watch party. So yeah, everybody, if you're down, you all want to watch the new Daredevil season together. That's the place to do it because he's a big watch party guy.
I've been. This is my show. I've been waiting, so I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be ready. Okay, so Skidra says I'll be back soon to rival Sumian. Yeah, Skidra, I know you've been playing Pokemon lately, so
Pokopia. Dude, it really it's blown up. It's blown up. Like Retro said earlier, it made Switch 2 sales go up. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. So I mean, Pokemon is big. If you finally put out something good with Pokemon, that's what's gonna happen. It's why they're so pissed about Power World still. So infringing on us. They wouldn't be that upset if it wasn't successful. All right, like so that's how I feel. Respect
Absolutely,
to Michael B.
Rachel,
Jordan.
respect to Michael
yeah.
B.
Yeah, for
We were
real.
talking about that earlier a bit. Shade on Timothy Chalamet is all good with me. You know what I mean? So I'm just kidding. He's a good actor. I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. I feel the same way about Tom Holland. So they're good. They're good. I'm just not the biggest fans of them. So give me Robert Pattinson. All right. What about Batman?
What about
For real.
All right, guys. So remember, we'll be Wednesday next week. Anywhere you follow us, definitely check that out. Actually,
we'll update everybody anyway. So.
Before everyone goes, one last thing I want to do is like, if you're not in the Discord for Legion creators, let's get you in there. I'm gonna throw up the code onto a couple of our a couple of our sites here. So like,
yeah. Also, if you guys are not in the if you guys are not able to see it in the stream, like there it is for you. Also, if you guys watch my updated videos I've posted, I have a link for you guys in the description of all my videos now. So if that link don't work for you guys, my eyes are messed up pretty bad. So I'll be getting them checked out, and then I should be back then ever. All right, sounds good, Skidoo. I hope it's a speedy recovery for you.
yeah, man, that's not fun.
Yeah,
Nobody wants eye trouble, man. Yeah.
And then Melissa says, yes, Joe, definitely count me in on the Daredevil live stream video next week. The Daredevil is one of your favorite characters. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I got videos coming. So yeah, I got more videos coming tonight, guys. So it's gonna be good. I'm sure Chris got some stuff coming. Luke's probably got some streams coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, we're all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm taking a break on my channel right now anyway until I get
okay. So I'm right now. I'm bringing it back to life. I let my channel like kind of fall away over the winter. My last year in my life wasn't great. So like now it's time to step it back up. It's time to get involved again. It's time to start doing stuff. And in fact, Joe, I'm gonna put out a White Fox reaction. I'm gonna put out a what's Dune Part 3 reaction. I got them all coming too. I'm gonna do a couple of those. Darth Maul, I'll do that too.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I got my Maul one out. My Maul one's done. I turned it into more of my thoughts than a reaction, but I liked it. It was good. I got my War Machine review out right now. I got, like I said, we got Resident Evil 9 coming out tonight. I got the Dune reaction coming tonight. I got some other surprises coming out. But I'm also gonna do that White Fox reaction because I always miss the gameplay trailers. I always do it too late. So I knew when I came back from the movies today, as soon as the pod was over, I'm locking in. I'm going for it.
There you go, dude. I love it. Get after it. And I mean, the closest stream we got coming right now. And everybody, if you want to watch Joe get scared, Resident Evil 9 stream, right?
Yep, tonight it's gonna happen. Oh, and Russell asked me when is the Cobra Kai Blu-ray collection coming? Oh, you want me to review the collection? I'll get it soon. Quick tip, Joe. When you react, you're not. No, I know, man. I know. That's why I changed it. It's not meant to be a reaction. It's meant to be more of a thoughts because I was having problems with that. So I'm working on fixing that. In the meantime, it's more of a
it's a trailer review.
Yeah, it's more of a
trailer review basically.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's doing the handshake thing now. No. You gotta keep your fingers together. You gotta keep these fingers together.
We're about to do our other stuff, so we're gonna get out of here.
Like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
We gotta do this for episode 6-7, guys. Please.
That's a shout out to Underground.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta work on that 6-7 emote for him.
I'll have that channel point. But Underground, you gotta get on Twitch to use it. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Yeah. We gotta get you on Twitch. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching again. And reminder, one last time, we will be on Wednesdays from now on at an earlier time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So all the updates will be online. Don't miss it. Thank you all. We love you. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace. All right. Perfect.
That's a Game Boy production.